views and opinions of this program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Kingdom Podcast. The show might include strong images and language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's scary to even think about this show. Through hell or high water amidst the variety of challenges, and after 8 years of doing what we do best, one thing united us all. One show ruled them all. When you played the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Wait a second. I think you got the wrong kingdom. Do you even know what happens on the show?
I was not prepared for that story that you're about to tell.
Are they the inevitable next nations group?
Not when they're handled by JYPE.
When a boy group idol is seen with like a girl group idol, a lot of people like suddenly here are like dating, and then fan sites are gonna start closing down.
Yeah.
You know, all those stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand why.
Interacting with 60 different countries around the globe and listened to by thousands from the Philippine archipelago, The Voice is back for Season 2. Fearless, better, stronger, and boy does he enjoy the grind.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, let me sit on that. Like, OMG, no, stop.
We talk about what other K-pop shows are fucking afraid to talk about.
People will get invested only to know that they will disband. Because, everyone gets old at some point and they can't always be an idol.
Just because you love someone, that's not how they grow, right?
That's right.
You need to give it to them straight. You need to be honest.
From personal matters to all the juicy stuff, no holds barred.
They're like, oh, I don't trust multis because I don't
unfollow.
Okay, muted. Got you.
Broadcasting live from Manila, Philippines at the TKP Studios. This is the revelation that is the Kingdom Podcast, Season 2, with your host, the baddest SOB in K-pop podcasting history, the king himself, The Voice, DJ Yuuki.
Welcome back to the podcast. It is a Saturday afternoon in the Philippines, the 21st of August 2021. This is Yuuki, JD, and Julia for the Kingdom Podcast Season 2 X ChisMOOsa the Podcast collaboration show brought to you by Mamamoo Philippines. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and on Anchor, all in the same name at the Kingdom Pod PH. You can also like and follow Mamamoo Philippines on Facebook and Twitter at Mamamoo PH, right, guys? This is the time where you're supposed to talk. Why are you all on mute? But yeah, you can like and follow them there.
Yeah.
And at Mamamoo Phils on Instagram as well. Oh, we also have Instagram at the Kingdom Pod PH. So welcome, guys, to a live episode. I am not used to this any longer for some reason. It's been a while since I say the the episode or the thing that we normally do when it comes to live shows. We don't normally do this anyway. So welcome to the show. Thanks for listening in. Just wanted to tell everyone that we're giving away 2 unsealed red albums today. It'll be an awesome show. We wrote such a beautiful show for everyone. And yeah, that's the intro for the show. So this is where you guys, hello? This is where you... Ay, nagpapakita ba kayo? I like your backgrounds, by the way. Really good backgrounds.
Hindi naman po halatang taga Mamamoo PH, no?
Hindi. Not at all. Yeah. Kala ko nga AOA yung gusto bias group mo eh.
Pa-EXO kaya yan?
I know, right? Good luck, kitty. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, sorry. So, this is gonna take some getting used to. So in the podcast, we're normally allowed to cuss, but to abide with the rules and regulations of Facebook, I will not be doing that today. Yeah, look at me. I'm super kind, right, guys?
No.
This is gonna take some getting used to. So again, everyone, thank you very much for listening. Like and share the stream. We'll be giving away 2 red albums today. And yeah, freaking A. How are you guys? JD? How was the biyahe?
You know, guys, I literally biyahed myself.
Biyahed.
Yes, biyahed myself from south to north para lang may Wi-Fi. Para lang sa podcast na to, because, you know, PLDT is like, ayoko mag-podcast ka today dahil kaya hindi ka makakapag-podcast. So, I was like, I'll leave south, leave my town.
Leave my town. Leave my crib. My homies.
Yeah, PLDT is like, you suck. Oh,
Ay,
English.
grabe siya.
You suck, guys. Joke lang.
Ang gusto natin, Globe, di ba? Shout out kay Globe.
Oh my God. Julia, kamusta ka daw, Julia?
Julia, how are you?
No, we're not paid to do that, okay? Hi, I'm...
Oh, yeah, we're not.
Julia, by the way. I'm okay. And also, thank you, Globe. I received the stuffed toys, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
There's stuffed toys?
Yeah. I joined
Bakit
the
may stuffed toy ka?
Raffle. Nanalo ako.
What? Seriously? Bring it in. I want to give a shout out to everyone who are here. I want to give a shout out to Anne, Meiji, if I pronounce that correctly, Jasper, Kesha, as well on the chat. I think my girlfriend's listening in. Ali, if you're tuned in. Amber is here as well. Hey, baby. So, huge thanks to Heisei Frey of Mamamoo Philippines for making this happen, producing the show and whatnot. A lot of things to be done. We started working on this episode for 2 weeks, so it's really insane. I want to give a huge shout out to him. Without him, this won't be possible at all. So for sure, freaking A. Okay, so let's get on the show. I just wanted to talk to you guys about so how are you like with the pandemic and everything? We just rolled out from ECQ, now we're MECQ for the international listeners, since people are going to listen to this like on the Kingdom Podcast Spotify page as well. It's how do you say that? Like ECQ is kind of like the hard lockdown, right? And then MECQ is like the little hard lockdown.
Like, hindi pwedeng lumabas.
Yeah, you can't get out. Yeah.
It's like medyo pwedeng lumabas.
Pwedeng lumabas, yeah. Mm-mm. So what's
Not on
GCQ?
Twitter.
What's GCQ then? Grabe, pwede nang lumabas.
GCQ, go, labas na. Kailangan with conviction.
Yeah, I think
with
so too.
conviction.
Yeah.
Go!
Labas na. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're horrible people, you know that, right? But yeah, I mean, it's something else, you know, and it really takes its toll. I'm glad that a lot of people have been going, have been doing like the podcasting stint. A lot of people have been starting doing it, and it really gives us that kind of medium where, you know, we can just do anything. Freaking A, good stuff. All right, so we'll get on to our topics for today. I just wanted to point out that, you know, the topics obviously is a collaboration when it comes to the writing of the show by the Kingdom Podcast and Mamamoo Philippines. I wanted to talk about this because I feel that a lot of people have already talked about it, but they've only talked about it behind the scenes, you know? It's kind of like this unsung secret, pero like it's already out there, you know? Like, so she left. She left RBW. I don't know, you guys. I hope you know that 2 out of 3 hosts here are Wheein biases. So, look, we've talked about this multiple times on the podcast. We called it. I don't know, JD. I know you and I called it months ago, like January pa lang, I think. Right? It's like so. Like the topic we had back then is like, do you want her to leave? And then JD was like, yes and no. And of course, Julia, since you know Julia's a big part of the podcast, like I talked to her about this as well, and it was kind of like already happening behind the scenes, right? I mean, we kind of expected that Wheein would leave RBW. Now, it hurts, obviously. Like, it pains for me to think about moving forward because, you know, like it's a difficult task. If you think about it, if it's going to be a difficult task for you to sign with a different agency yet still be intact as one group from the group that you came from, you get what I mean? So, with her leaving, and this is the topic, I just wanted to get your insight about it, since I don't think like we've talked about it, at least like in Mamamoo Philippines, like in this kind of setting. So let's start with Julia. Julia, when you heard of the news, like, where were you? What were you doing? Did you expect it?
Well, like I've said in past episodes, yes, I expected it, seeing how, her album came, and it was about, being alone, the comfort of being alone and being independent. So I kind of guessed it, but I didn't anticipate it to happen as quickly as possible. I thought she was gonna leave around 2022 or 2023 or so. Yeah.
Oh, so you expected it that it'll happen eventually. You just didn't expect like it would happen that fast.
Yeah. It shook me, honestly. I forgot where I was at the time when I heard the news. I think I was either still half asleep or I was eating.
I can... umalis na siya. Oh no.
No. Yeah, ganun ako most of the time.
Yeah, that's very uncanny because when I guess like one of the biggest news when it comes to K-pop at that time, like at one point, was when Jessica left Girls' Generation, and that was me, because when I found out of the news, it was like 4 a.m. local time, and I was like just half asleep when I saw the news, and it's like, no, why? I mean, what happened there? So I get what you mean. How about you, JD? Now, you and we have this history when it comes to Wheein. And we've talked about it since, you're my co-host for the Kingdom podcast as well. Like, we talked about it multiple times. Where were you? And didn't I say I told you so?
Can you feel the eye roll?
Yeah, I know. I felt here. It like from there to Quezon City. So, but like, all kidding aside, like, where were you? What happened?
Where was I? I think when the news came out, I was doing something. I don't know if I was cleaning that time, if I was watching a movie, but I was doing something. And then they're like, Wheein left Mamamoo and everything. I'm like, huh? I thought, we talked about it, right? So I thought like, people heard about it or some people posted about it. So I thought like, oh, maybe they saw the post or like they saw the Kingdom podcast. And then I realized now what they were saying pala was true. Like, it really did happen. At first, actually, when I saw that Wheein left RBW, I was like, huh, good for you, girl. At first,
really?
And then I was like, no, wait.
Well, that's so fake. Good for you, girl. That's so fake.
Because I was doing something. I was like super preoccupied, so I was like, oh, good for you, without even realizing how heavy it actually is. So I read some articles and stuff, and I was like, oh wait, so this is really happening.
Ito na pala siya.
And then it hit me. Because, Wheein is my bias. I cover Wheein in our cover group. And I'm like, if Wheein's not there anymore, will I still be with my cover group?
Oh my God.
Another thought. I was like, it'll be like Moonbyul, Solar, and Hwasa now. What about Wheein? And then and then I just realized now it's actually really good for Wheein, because when Red came out, the first thing that I thought before was, I feel like she's leaving, pero hindi. Wag mo isipin yan.
Yeah.
But because of how they promoted Red, looking at her past mini albums, she doesn't like do this kind of thing. She doesn't go all out. And at the time that Red was she was promoting Red, I was like, um maybe she's testing the waters. What if like
Yeah.
she goes solo?
Mhm.
Because Wheein is fairly different from the three. She's kind of introverted. She keeps it to herself. Her friends are like indie artists. You know, parang ano siya eh. Kumbaga, sa mga Barbie, siya yung hipster. Parang
Yeah.
Wheein is like this hipster, peace and love kind of person. And then the three are like, woo, party! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what
She's
you mean.
really
Yeah.
different as an artist and as a person. So, yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm happy for Wheein because she had the courage to really get out of W, you know.
Rebel W.
W.
Yeah. I get what you mean. Let me read some of the chat. We'll be reading some of your chats, guys. So please join in on the topic. We want to hear what you know your side is when it comes to Wheein leaving. Anne says on chat, ang hirap maging K-pop stan. Iisipin mo pa lang na magdi-disband sila, nakaka-depress na. And you know, let me weigh into that, right? So, like what I said earlier, JD and I, we've been talking about them, like RBW just not being fair when it comes to the promotion for Wheein moving forward. Like, I feel like moving forward, that's not really going to be changing in any sort of way. And it's just very difficult for you to, like, it's never been done. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen someone leave the company that they're in or the agency and yet would still have the opportunity to stick with like the group they came from. And I know what you're yeah, it's totally weird. Of course, like you would say like, no, of course not, Yuuki. Don't I know you're wrong. Ganto ganyan ganyan because may contract na sila na si Nine, ganto ganyan ganyan. She would still be like under the Mamamoo umbrella, like moving forward, even though she leaves. Yeah, I know. But like once she signs with the new agency, like in a business perspective, if you're one of the corporate or if you're the CEO of the company that Wheein signs to, like you would want to have like revenue when it comes to her promoting with Mamamoo. Kasi like walang return of investment when it comes to me being the CEO and Wheein signing with us if I don't get any sort of revenue coming from Mamamoo as a group. So that's going to be like another, like if we're gonna go technical on it, that's gonna be another like sort of parang hindrance when it comes to her promoting with the group. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for like Mamamoo being OT4 like forever and ever, amen. It's just that like it's just so difficult like pulling something like that off. And I know like A-Pink with Naon promised that she would stay with A-Pink moving forward, right? But you don't see any sort of A-Pink like comeback teasing anytime soon because they're still working on like some sort of how you say relevant contract with YG as well because they're different agencies. So things like that we need to consider. And like since like what I said earlier, JD and I, we've been talking about this like on the podcast for months and months now. What were the signs that you saw when it comes to her leaving? Before you answer that, let me read some of the chat here. Anne says, I only stand two girl groups, 21 and Mamamoo. Naging 21 stand ako, disbanded na sila. That's so hurtful. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just saying that, ouch. And 1 year pa lang akong mumu, akala ko magdi-disband na sila, but thankful kay Baby Wheein kasi umalis siya dun sa company, di niya pa din iniwan ng Mamamoo. Yeah, I mean, hoping that will definitely happen. Meiji says on chat, na nakakaiyak isipin, hindi sila OT4 in the future. I mean, do you think, like, of course, right? I mean, JD, Julia, there's a big possibility that OT4 won't happen ever again, right? This would probably be their last concert. We'll never know, you know? What were the signs that you saw, like, moving forward? JD, how say you?
Ako, the signs, first yung album. Second, kasi I always look at her Instagram. when you look at her Instagram and the Instagram of the other members, you can see yung amount of sponsors, amount of advertisement they have. And then Wheein is just this little indie girl who's, who loves art and music.
It's like indie girl.
Doon pa lang, I actually realized na, you know what? It's easier for Wheein to really leave kasi wala na siyang contract with other other stuff.
Other agencies, yeah.
Yeah, other agencies. Wala naman eh. Unlike si Huasa, meron siyang sponsors sa kung ano-anong bagay. Same goes with Moonbull and Solar. But then when you really, really look at it in a business perspective, yung kung kukuha ka ng mag-a-advertise ng products mo, wala dun si Wheein. Ano ipapa-advertise nila kay Wheein? Paintbrush? No, seriously. Like, what do you want?
You'll never know. Probably paintbrush sales went up
National
tenfold,
National Bookstore.
Let's go Faber-Castell or whatever brand advertises things like that.
Seriously, kasi if you really look at it, silang tatlo, marami silang ginagawa. Unlike Wheein. And then the album, she went all out with the album with promotions everywhere na dapat supposedly that's how she dapat ganun yung comeback niya katulad ng members niya, but no. Nagkakaroon siya ng album, ilan kanta, isang instrumental, tsaka isang hindi instrumental. And then after that, wala na. As in, lahat actually ng signs na Wheein might leave, it's pretty obvious. If you really, parang ifo-focus mo yung attention mo sa kung ano nga ba yung mga nakukuha ni Wheein or not, and yan. Very obvious naman talaga. I don't know with other momos, but for me, it's very obvious for me that sooner or later, Wheein will leave. And she did. She left.
Yeah, she left.
Ayun.
How about you, Jules?
For the signs, on social media nga, she's been posting less, and yun nga, advertisements has been very scarce, few to none. I think, diba, if I recall correctly, she had to take some time off regarding to her health.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first sign since, you follow girl groups. I know you do. You do. Like to anyone, for example.
Yeah.
Like Minzy had problems talaga, then she left, then disbanded. Like it's the first sign of disbanding. Pero I think Mamamoo would still be able to continue naman until 2023, if I recall correctly. Pero
do you really believe that, Jules?
I mean, yun yung sabi dun sa article.
Yeah.
News article. So
no, I just that's a good question. I just wanted to ask people do you actually believe when it comes to them asking them, because I feel like even my girlfriend is saying that that's what they said. It's like we have to cling on to that. That's hope for us in a sense. Because I get what you mean. Obviously, no one wants them to disband, or even no one wants them to leave a member out. And Wheein is such all of them are tremendous voices, but there's that lack. And I feel like if Wheein doesn't promote with Mamamoo moving forward, we would definitely hear that when it comes to songs.
Yeah.
It's such a different time. And especially now. Yep.
Sorry. Wala, nakalimutan ko na.
And sabi mo, and
Okay. Naalala ko na. Marami kasing, for me ako hindi talaga ako nag-expect na yung sinasabi nila na kapit lang ganyan when you've been with groups na diba? Matututo ka na lang eh. Ako kasi personally, si Wheein kasi, the reason why I really love Wheein, other than being super talented and such, siya kasi yung parang sinasabi nilang glue ng group. She's this, parang baby nila si Wheein na parang pang balance. Wheein is their balance. For me, that's how I see her. She balances Mamamoo. And dahil nawala si Wheein, tatlo silang parang superpower talaga who would balance the group.
Mm-hmm.
So, it made me realize na parang sister, ganyan. Parang sister, ganon. Edi syempre, alam ko naman sa puso't damdamin ko na they would disband. Let's face it, guys. They will, with whether we like it or not. It's a matter of how we'll accept the fact na mag-disband sila. Mm-mm. Or mas maganda na maaga pa lang, medyo tanggap na natin.
Tinatanggap na natin siya. Yeah.
Yeah. Ganon. So,
I mean, as much as we want them to just stay on forever, I mean, they're gonna grow up. They're gonna not grow up. They're all grown up. Like, they're going to like have their own lives moving forward, and maybe like one or two of them would still continue like doing solo acts. But the group stint, and like there's this 7-year curse that they've been talking about, right? Like in K-pop. I mean, they're past that. But then again, like if you think about it, yeah, they're past that, but one of them left the company that they're supposed to be in to, flawlessly continue Mamamoo moving forward. And, just to weigh in on that, look, I'm happy for her. Not because she left the group, but because she deserves so much more than what she's getting. You get what I mean? Like, I would want her to continue with the group, but paano kung next to trash yung pag-promote para sa kanya, And like you don't see her on shows, unlike like the other three. Wasa just blew up in all sorts of proportions. Solar right now is like super popular in South Korea, and then Moonbyul has always been Moonbyul when it comes to like the promotions and like solo acts and whatnot. And that's totally like as far as variety goes, like all four of them have been really awesome when it comes to variety shows. But there's just something about Wheein that us as fans are clinging on to, like, we just want more Wheein. Yet I don't know if it's like a company stint, or I don't know if it's like a Wheein decision, but we just don't get enough of her. And I feel that that's one of the big reasons on why the decision of leaving the company happened. Mapanakit po yung topic, sabi ni Maria. I'm sorry, guys. I get what you mean, and I know, and I want to apologize if ever that the topic is kind of like, a bit of a downer, but this is really something that we like a lot of people should know and talk about, because these are things na nakikita na natin, yet I guess because of the hope of just sticking as OT4, we don't entertain, in lack of proper term, because we just want OT4, Gusto natin ng Mamamoo, like that's it. Like we love them and we respect them, but like I guess as a fan, you should definitely, if you don't understand the decision of Wheein leaving, you should definitely respect the decision na lang. We don't always understand why, but we have to respect that decision, kasi yun yung tingin niya for her own that would benefit her not only as a person but as a star. And I guess that's something that we should definitely, moving forward, should respect. So yeah, I mean, sorry guys, like, and yeah, for sure, she definitely deserves the world. She deserves so much more compared to what she's getting right now. Here's a topic, and like it's still about Wheein and stuff, but it's kind of like a lighter topic, and I think this is a topic that we want to discuss with you guys. We've talked about this like on the Kingdom podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify. But here's a topic for you guys, something fun. It's like, if you had the decision to decide on which agency Wheein should go to, which agency should you think she goes to? Let's start with Julia, because JD and I has the same answer. Julia, what's the top agency
Well,
for you?
I think she should go to either do you know J Park ba? Yung American rapper.
Yeah.
Ano nga yun?
2 p.m.
Ano nga yun? Yeah, yung company niya is AOMG ata yun.
Yeah, AOMG, yeah.
Yeah, yun. She could go there kasi since a lot of her friends are rappers and indie musicians or indie people in general.
Yeah.
Or she can go to Hybe if she wants promotion.
Look,
Like,
as far
good
as promotions goes, right? As far as promotions go, I think Hive has to be the best when it comes to promoting their artists. Case in point, Bangtan. Kita nyo naman kung gaano sila kalaki, di ba? So, case in point, we have Bangtan Sonyeondan, who's like probably the biggest K-pop group of all time. Yes. So, in a sense, if you can put Wheein as a solo artist in like an agency where she can be well promoted, I'm pretty sure like she's gonna blow up. Kasi with the international people that follow Hybe and BTS, like if they signed, like, okay, isipin niyo, like, imagine this. Someone, kunyari ikaw, international fan ka, you're only a fan of BTS, right? And you're, you look at, Hybe label and stuff, and Big Hit. So, if you look into, okay, so Big Hit or Hybe just signed this up and coming artist, kunyari, ganun siya. Kasi in your point of view, it's just Bangtan all the way. Mm-hmm. So imagine that, like, if the agency that you follow because your main group is there signed someone that is quote unquote up and coming, pero you found out na shucks, hindi pala siya up and coming, like she's so relevant when it comes to K-pop, one of the best vocals in K-pop today. So there's interest there. So in a sense of promoting the artist, there's already that kind of promotion because she signed with one of the biggest, if not the biggest, agency in South Korea today. So I get what you mean. AOMG, solid choice. A lot of her friends are there. And it's just something that I think should happen. Like, I think that's one of the right choices. Mm-hmm. But JD and I has this thing, and I think like a lot of people agree. Also, like Jason on the background here says like P Nation. I don't know, guys. Like P Nation, it's a long shot, but I think that's just the perfect fit for her. You know how, I don't know if you know, but Psy gives creative freedom for their artists to not only do what they want to do and go to which shows they want to go to, but they can also like let artists just produce their own songs. And like if she wants a holiday, like Psy is the kind of CEO which just goes like, gusto mo mag-holiday? Go. Take all the time you need. Bye. And yeah, bye. It's like knowing Wheein, I feel like, she's the type of person that would like to just, sit around and relax for a bit. And I think with P Nation, she will definitely get that. But JD, let me ask you, like, why P Nation for you? I know we talked about this, but for the benefit of the people listening.
Because, first of all, Hyuna is there. And I'm in love with her.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Jessie is there. So, like the fact na those bold artists, those who really go out of their way to ano ba yun? Parang sisirain nila yung standards, ganyan.
Yeah.
And Wheein is this little muffin on a shell like that na parang hindi kasi siya nabibigyan ng opportunity na ilabas yung tunay na siya. Tunay na siya.
Wow, tunay na siya.
Pero just imagining like her collabing with Hyuna or Jessie, like ang layo nila, 'di ba? Una balladeer siya, tapos biglang merong icon, ganyan.
Yeah.
What would it be for Wheein? Like it's so exciting just thinking about it na ano pang klaseng style yung kayang ipakita ni Wheein. And being with P Nation, I feel like lahat may explore niya. Katulad nga nung sinabi mo, 'di ba? Like si Sai kasi like he would give there are his artists the creative freedom with their music, with how they, show themselves, present
Mm-hmm.
themselves. So, kung doon man si Wheein, feeling ko doon niya talaga ma-feel yung freedom as a person, as an artist. Unlike doon sa RBW na parang, sorry RBW, pero babash kita. Unlike doon na, bashers. Unlike doon na, sobrang, parang, sheltered ni Wheein na, hayaan muna natin siya ganyan, like, gawin niya yung thing niya, pero unahin muna natin tong mga ibang groups. Itong ibang members niya. Which is not good. Being in a group, bakit mo unahin yung
Siyempre.
ibang group? Group na sila, di ba? Group effort ito. Pero sabi ni RBW, sige Wheein, chill ka lang dyan. Parang tuloy nagmumukhang hindi siya napapansin, hindi siya masyado, di ba? Like,
True.
Just wait lang Wait lang yung damdamin ko. The fact na Ali, wait lang. Asan ka pa? I'm so sad.
Andyan siya. She's listening.
The fact na ultimo yung mga damit nila. Wait lang.
Wait, let me call
diba?
her. Ali, you need
Yung
to listen, sabi ni JD.
nila. My God! Laging kay Wheein yung parang nahuling bihisa si Wheein. Parang
Parang last minute, no?
Mm-mm.
Parang biglaan lang.
Siya yung hindi masyado pinag-isipan, ganyan.
That's one of the signs. That was one of the signs. Yeah.
Para siyang second child. Para siyang
Sabi
middle
ni Mary,
child.
ba't kasi ang underrated nung bata? I know. I don't even think that she's underrated. I don't think she's rated because of the amount of promotions that she's getting. It's like, I don't think like she exists in the ecosystem, and that's not a hit on Wheein, obviously. But with the amount of promotions that she's getting and what JD is saying, like as far as the signs go, talagang like she's not even in the picture. Kasi nga, like there's that delay, and I don't know if it's supposedly JD, right? If it's a delay. Is it? Are we supposed to consider it as one? I don't know,
Pero kayo guys, I mean, Momoos, look at the pictures. Look back. Look at the stage outfits when like they're doing some things. Basta anything na they're doing. Look at how Wheein is when it comes to the group. Yung clothes niya, yung clothes, doon tayo sa medyo obvious na kikita natin agad yung clothes niya. I saw a lot of Momoos before are saying, bakit parang mas better kung walang ganito si Wheein, bakit ganito color coordination, ang weird. Yung pagmamatch, ang weird din. Pero when it comes to Solar, Hwasa, and Moonbyul, it looks super nice and aesthetic and parang gusto mo siyang suotin sa labas. Tapos kay Wheein, legit na costume ang dating. So tell me if I'm wrong, but that's how I see it whenever I see their costumes. I'd be like, RBW. Alam ko na
There's
sino
something
paborito
wrong.
mong anak.
Yeah. I would like to add din yung totoo. Napansin ko yung dun sa Queendom, if yung nakita niyo yung mga suot nila dun, yung sa performance sila ng Good Luck. Like, si Wheein lang yung super plain din nung stage. Like, si Byul, may mga dancers na naka-chain yung leeg. Tapos si Solar may prop siya na maganda. Si Wasa may mga backup dancers din. Tapos si Wheein, nasa ibabaw na ng piano.
Nandun lang siya sa corner.
Oh!
Yeah, but she made it work. She made it work. Like, freaking A. So good, bestie.
Tapos she got the shortest. She got the shortest part din. Like, doon pa lang din.
Yeah. Look, I get what you mean, you guys. And yeah, those are probably some of the signs that we were like, talking about earlier. I guess like ngayon lang siya lumabas sa atin. Those are the freaking obvious things. I think one of the signs that we haven't really went through is her having the first solo song, but her going last when it comes to a solo debut.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Is it a Wheein decision? Is it an RBW decision? I mean, obviously, like all four, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Mamamoo's the first, I don't know if it's the only group, but I think Mamamoo is the first group that had all members have individual like solo debuts.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that. Probably I'm wrong. But if I'm right, then I think they are really just the only group. But it's like, imagine on how, like what kind of sheer talent the group has for them to have like individual debuts and make it work. Because it's just that, they can do it. And yeah, like what I said earlier, one of the signs will definitely be like she had the first solo song, yet she was last when it comes to having a solo debut. I don't know. Is RBW not banking on Wheein? Don't they trust like the star power that she can bring? And I think Watercolor as like her debut song or like solo song is kind of like a statement or the turning point where I want to see how like RBW is gonna promote me when it comes to this. And you're on mute, Julia, if you're speaking. Julia, you're on mute.
Lang.
Sorry.
Nakatitig lang sa screen.
Yeah,
No. Wala.
Because like if you think about it, right? Like I feel like Watercolor as the song. If I was Wheein, I want to see how RBW promotes me. I want to see how like the song will perform when it comes to like shows and the music video and everything in between. And then I think that's the make or break when it comes to the decision that Wheein did. It's like if it's gonna work out, it's gonna work out. If it's not, then I'm leaving. And apparently, at least like I think for her, like it didn't really work out the way she wanted to. So probably that's it.
Saka like for me sobrang kulang pa rin nung promotion. Even though like a lot of people are saying, oh my god, she's releasing so much videos and she's so active, it's still kulang. Honestly, maybe it's because nauhaw ako sa Wheein content because it's been what? It's been years. And she's there. Tapos, tinan mo, when she has collabs,
yep.
Paano yung promotion nun? Yun pa yung mga sobrang as in sumisikat talaga na songs.
Yeah.
Pero how about the promotion? They can't promote her as well as Moomoo's can.
Yeah, that's the point, right? Like
true.
Us Moomoo's, the fans are promoting her so much, yet we don't see the kind of effort that we put out or that we put in to like promoting her. Imagine we're like some of the Moomoo's even like getting from their own pockets just to promote her. And that's something that we as the fans feel like she deserves, yet, the company that she's with doesn't probably think that way, And guys, don't get me wrong, it sucks. But it's just something that's just inevitable. And like what I said earlier, JD and I and Julia, like even the TKP team have already talked about it multiple times in previous episodes that we had. The signs were just inevitable that she was going to leave. Like I was already like probably the reason why I wasn't affected that much is because I knew it was coming. I wasn't in a sort of denial state where shit, hindi, dyan lang siya. Like alam ko yun, hindi siya aalis, ganyan. So when the news really came out, like for instance, like just to point in comparison, my girlfriend like reacted poorly because like she was hurt, and it's like, shit, bakit aalis na siya? And I was like, yeah, kind of saw it coming. So yeah, I mean, friggin' A, I thank you very much for all your responses. Please share the show. We'll be going through a lot of more topics for you guys. We'll talk about the concert in this episode. We'll talk about K-pop covers like later on today. I think that's one of JD's favorite topics basing on how she reacted. But let me read some of your chat before we go to a commercial break. Anne says, mas magaling pa mag-promote ang Moomoo's kaysa sa RBW. I agree. Mary says, pinabaya ang bata kasi si Wheein at ayun lumayas nga siya. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Like so she was like, oh my god, I love when I started with Mamamoo, Moonbyul was my bias.
Same.
Yeah. Kasi I just felt like she was so different. And I started with You're the Best. So Nonis Mondol was my Mamamoo, like how you say, baptismal song, you know? And when I watched that, I feel like that song was all about Moonbyul anyway. So at one point when I was watching it, and then it's like, since like I do music and whatnot, and when I watched Mamamoo, it's like, this is such a talented group. It's insane. I have not heard of anyone like them. And I've been listening to K-pop at that time for years now. I've been into K-pop for 12 years. So I've listened to a lot of people coming from the second generation to now. And I have not heard in like anywhere. Even like, imagine, this is how you think of Mamamoo. Imagine when they introduce themselves, they sing. That's how good they are. That's not something that's, you know, black imnida, you know? That's how, yan lang yung ginagawa nila. Like, they don't sing. They don't blend. I mean, you know, it's like, and that's not a hit.
Ng quotes, diba?
Yes, right. And that's not a hit on any other group. Like, I follow a lot of groups, you know? I love ITZY, I love Luna, I love BTS, you know? Blackpink's theirs as well. So, you know, things like groups like that where I feel that they can really bring something to the table. But imagine if Mamamoo had the promotion that other groups has. They would blow up. Because everyone, they would dominate for sure. Because at the end of the day, I still feel up to this day that Mamamoo vocally is the best performing group of all time.
Yes.
All time. I have never heard anyone sing so stably like Mamamoo. I've never seen a group that all of their members had a solo song and were successful in a sense when it comes to, you know, promoting them to other people, and they produce good songs. That's just it. Case in point, where are we now? You know, like before we get to the last our first commercial break. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm being very talkative. It's just like where are we now when it released? Like, okay, yeah, it's a good song. And then I listened to it like a few days ago, and then I started shedding tears. There's something wrong with me. Oh, girl.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
so it's like, shit. Oh, sorry. Parang shocks. Bakit ganon? It's like, why am I feeling like really that? Like, it's such an amazing song.
Teka, pictures or it didn't happen.
No. Screw you. Ito ka. So, it's like, you know, I just feel like it's such an amazing song. And like with the lyrics, it just suits what's going to happen. And when they release Where Are We Now, alam ko hindi pa nare-release yung news about Wheein, right? Or was it? Hindi pa, diba? So I feel I kind of felt it. Yeah, I kind of felt it that okay, they released this song to kind of like encapsulate where they were and where they are now. And then, why are they doing this? Like, hindi nila kailangan gawin to. Why would they release like such a tremendously emotional song? And I think that's one of the signs as well. You know, that release.
Tsaka did you notice? I mean, for those people who have the Wheein album, did you see yung message?
Wow?
Yung message nila. Wow. Sorry.
Wow?
Yung
Gusto ko yung
diba?
Ginawa mo siyang acronym.
Ang haba eh. Yung
Parang
wow.
Lamaw. Lumafaw.
We're lamauing right now. Seriously,
so
dun sa wow kasi. Wala na. Ikaw kasi. Ayun nga, diba? Yung messages nilang apat for the Mumus, mas mahaba yung kay Wheein. As in, mas heartfelt yung kay Wheein. Tapos sa kanila parang, yay! Ganun, let's go! Mga ganun lang. Pero kay Wheein parang, these past few years, yung mga ganun. Alam mo yun? Ayun, nabasa ko yun, sabi ko,
Mapapadear Charo ka na lang talaga, no?
Oo, mapapadear Charo ka. Para wala ka nang ibang masasabi kundi, ay, aalis na siya.
Ay, chat.
Shocks, man.
LSM, final message. Breakup message ba to? Ano na lang.
Palong message.
Oo.
You know what? Like, speaking of that, like another agency that she can go to, SM. I feel
what?
like another agency she can go to. Eto na talaga, last na to, commercial break after. It's like SM is, I think, one of the agencies she can go to. I think SM would definitely need someone like Wheein moving forward as far as like star power and talent goes. Kasi like, I think for me, still SM still produces the best vocals in the industry. Well, questionable now with the current state of releases. Pero at one point, as far as stability goes, like, sorry, controversial podcast, here we go. But like, you know, history really shows that not only do they produce like good visual groups, but they also like release or produce like one of the most stable and like best vocals in the industry. It's like, you know, you have Super Junior. Super Junior is not really your known kind of like good group when it comes to vocals yet. You know, their visuals there and some of their singers are really, really good. You know, we have Kyuhyun, Henry and stuff. Girls' Generation, probably still, you know, the baseline standard when it comes to girl groups. Very stable vocals. EXO as well. FX, not that much. Probably Red Velvet, you know, still within that tier when it comes to good vocals and whatnot. So I think Wheein as a solo artist is some, you know, she can probably consider joining SM if ever that SM reached out to her, because I feel like their agency really needs like someone like Wheein right now. Because doing this is not working out properly, if you know what I mean.
Guys, Wheein Taeyeon. Oh my, Wheein Taeyeon.
So
Tapos
good,
pag
bestie.
nag-blending sila, oh my God.
So good, bestie.
Take me to heaven.
Yeah, so good. We can only imagine. Let's get to our first commercial break. When we come back, more of the show. Tweet your friends, tell your friends we're live. We're giving away 2 unsealed red albums today. So you have to be here and present when we draw out your name. So we have a Google form that you should fill out and make sure that you meet all of the requirements there. Again, that's pinned on the Facebook live page that we're in right now. A lot of people tuned in. Please do not go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, this is Jacques, aka Arcady Blog, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Hey podcasters! Podcasting has become a staple when it comes to new things to try, especially here in the Philippines. Check all of them out on your podcast players like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We also hope you can donate to the show for as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. We want to get as much content out there as possible, and a small amount like this would definitely help us out to keep the show going. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Hey guys, do you use Spotify as your main music or podcast player? On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite songs or shows, including this. And you can choose over a variety of artists or podcasters for your listening pleasure. So go download Spotify on your smartphones, and in the process, follow us on social media so that you'll know when the show will release a new episode. That's the Kingdom Pod PH on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you there!
Hey everyone, Mo Twister here. Just as long as my guy Yuuki here is talking about Jenny Kim, then I'm all over this podcast. You're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Welcome back to the podcast. You're still listening to the Kingdom Podcast Season 2, ChisMOOsa Podcast, brought to you by Mamamoo Philippines and Anchor.fm. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter again, and on Anchor, all in the same name. Instagram as well, at the Kingdom Pod PH. You can follow Mamamoo Philippines on Facebook and Twitter at Mamamoo PH, and on Instagram at Mamamoo Phils. And again, we're giving away 2 red albums today, 2 unsealed red albums. So please check out, how you can win that on the pinned, comment on this page. So check it out, guys. And we have another topic for everyone to start off, the commercial break. So they're doing this concert, right?
Yes. Kuya, where are
Yeah?
you? We can't
Where are
see you.
you?
Where are you now? Where are you now? Sorry about that, guys. Wow. That's wine. Wine yun, wine. Where are you now eh? Where are you now eh? Wine yun, wine.
Wine na.
Wine nga,
Wawan,
wine.
maganda, wawan eh.
Wow. Wow.
Di ba dapat wawain? Kasi ikaw lang naman nawawala.
Wawain! Di ka ng jacket!
Di ba,
Wawain! Okay.
Wawain.
Wawain. Let's get to the topic. Mamamoo's concert. My girlfriend bought it. And I feel half-hearted about it, you know, but
How much?
She bought the whole thing. Like I think the 35. I don't know. Like girlfriend. How much was the concert again? 1,800. It's 1,800 pesos. So $35, you know. So she bought it and she's like super ready and super hyped about like next week because like it's on it's next Saturday and whatnot, and it's like everyone's like super excited. And I want to watch it as well. It's like it's just that like it felt half-hearted for me personally because like I love Mamamoo, but like 1,800 pesos is still 1,800 pesos. So it's like sakit sa bulsa. But you get what I mean, right? So in that sense, they're gonna have this concert and it's super great. And I'm really like, now that she bought it, I'm personally now really excited to watch it because I want to see what they cook up. Obviously, we're gonna hear like very, very solid songs and solid stages there because it's a Mamamoo concert. It's always solid, right? So I wanted to talk to you guys about like the concert here. It's like, what do you think we should expect from this concert? Now, this is probably like their first group appearance as far as not their first group appearance, but like this is their first concert after the news that Wheein is leaving RBW. So it's like, what do you think we should expect from this? Are we going to expect like stages na like we're not? I don't think we're expecting like Runaway Baby like in this concert, right? I feel like a sad Bruno Mars song is like something to go to. But sorry, ano yun, JD?
It will rain.
It will
If you ever leave me, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do you think? Should we expect from this concert? I want to hear from the crowd as well. We'll read some of your chats there. But let's start with JD. What do you think we should expect from this?
Actually, ang naisip ko, maybe each of them would have a stage with Wheein. No, like Moonbill Wheein, Wasa Wheein, Solar Wheein, and then Wheein's. Okay, this is how I imagined it. Call me very sappy, but I don't care. There's this parang ethereal looking dome-ish concert.
Yeah.
And then Wheein is there in the middle singing in a cappella with yung echo na nasa 75%. Yung tipong it'll ring hanggang brain cells mo, pati yung brain cells mo matutunaw, ganon. Tapos biglang may pa-message si Wheein. So yung nasasaktan kami, RBW, sige. Feeling ko may pa-message si Wheein na Mamadul, gano'n. Tapos, naiiyak na ako. Iniisip ko pa lang. Yun po ang ina-expect ko. I think
I think they're banking onto the promotions now that Wheein, like, a bit too late RBW, but probably right now, like, baka ngayon na nila pinopromote yung, they're backing onto Wheein leaving, I guess. But yeah, Mary says on chat, solo stages, yeah, for sure. I guess like instead of Runaway Baby, yeah, we'll get It Will Rain from her. And that's something that we should definitely look forward to. Louise says on chat, ang sakit naman nung lahat sila stage Wheein. Mary also says, pepektosan ko yan, mapanakit kayo. So, Meiji, wait lang. So, things like probably, I don't know, like, what should I expect before we get to Julia? Yeah, like solo stages for sure. I think we're also going to get like some sort of, because it's a concert, normally like people talk on concerts. So things like that we definitely will look forward to. And probably, I don't know if they're going to address the elephant in the room, because no, like they weren't able to address it anywhere pa naman, diba? Apart from like the post of Wheein, I think. Like they don't really normally talk about it. So probably a lot of banter from the members, obviously, dahil baka yung tatlo aasa rin siya, naaalis na siya and stuff. So, things like that we definitely, look forward to. Like personally, I look forward to that. Like I want them na asa rin nila si Wheein and see how Wheein reacts to it, because it's something, like I said earlier, on the show, like it's something that it's an unsung secret, but everyone knows about it. So might as well, make fun of it, like make a joke out of it. So I guess that's what I'm expecting, like on this concert. Jules, how say you?
Well, I think for me, I think it's gonna it's gonna be a very emotional concert. Like, maybe nasa glass house sila, glass dome, wherever, whatever, ganun. Tapos, merong dramatic na pagbaba. Tapos si Wheein lalabas. Like, gano'n.
Pagbaba?
Ang hell yun.
Ang hell yarn. Tapos naiyak-iyak lahat. Gano'n. Tapos yun na pala yung final concert, charot. Joke lang.
Oh my God. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it's probably, the final concert that they're going to have, like, moving forward. It's very difficult to work on, like, contracts with different agencies. That's just not something that's been done, like, ever, I think. So it's really something that we definitely need to look forward to. If this is going to be their last hurrah, might as well be something bombastic, with that being said, like, I don't really feel bad na binili ng girlfriend ko yung tickets then. Like, if this is going to be the last hurrah, then might as well watch it,
Libre mo kami.
Choppy. Hindi ko marinig. Ano?
Libre mo naman
Choppy
kami.
Choppy ka.
Well, libre dyan.
Here's a topic. What's a song that when, like, since we're talking about the concert, right? And concerts are all about songs, right? So, if ever that you're someone that has a friend na, uy, narinig ko may group palang Mamamoo. It's like, but I haven't listened to their songs. What's the song that you tell them to listen to that you feel would encapsulate who Mamamoo is?
For me,
let's start with you.
It's Love. Yung kinanta nila sa Immortal song.
Really?
That's
your
why?
bet? Why?
Siyempre, marami akong bet, pero doon tayo sa pinaka-start. Immortal songs talaga. Doon muna. Kasi, 'di ba, when you introduce a group, what do? You show them their songs, their varieties, the usual ones. Nobody shows their Immortal song performance, because not every group does that. Not every group is given an opportunity to perform sa Immortal song.
Yeah.
So whenever, even my cousins, like, they would ask me, ate, ano yan? Diba, yung Mamamoo, diba, gusto mo yon, ganyan. Ang pinapapanood ko talaga, Immortal song. Kasi they're singing songs in their own version. The songs are not made for them. It's just, it's their own version of it. Kasi for me, parang doon nakikita yung pagka-versatile nila as an artist. Kaya yun yung pinapakita ko. Well, personally, ganun lang. Tsaka na naman sila eh. Parang mas na-entice din yung mga pinapakitaan ko ng Immortal song na, hala, lumang song yun, pero ginawa nila ng version. Tapos after nun, eto yung mga kanta talaga nila, ganyan. Doon ko na pinapakita yung, well, yung paint, ay hindi. Yung paint me, ano lang, parang glimpse lang. Glimpse lang ng paint me, ganyan lang. Yeah, okay na, next song. Joke lang. Pero ayun, suggestion ko lang din sa mga mumus, maganda yun pag papakita niya yung Immortal songs nila.
Songs.
Kasi,
marami.
Songs nila. Kasi, ano yun sariling flavor ng Mamamoo. It's not written for them. It's just, it's their own version. Yon. I thank you.
Jules, how say you?
Well,
what's the song?
May naghanap ng kanta.
I think for the song kasi I have a lot in mind. One of those is Paint Me, and syempre yung yun, 4x4 and yung Destiny. Yun, that's good enough na rin.
Destiny.
Pero just like at JD, I want it on Immortal Songs, and I don't want it on like alam mo yun yung parang sa produce something like kasi everything seems so fake. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Yung mga shows na ganun, like everything seems so fake. Like for example, si Judge Ganda, like I like how you sing, but you don't look very appealing while singing. So I'm like,
aray ko.
Tas yung idol, hawak ko yung mic ganun mangyak-yak na. Tas thank you.
Jules, how say you?
Alam mo kung ako yung masasampal ko yun sa totoo.
Let me read some of the chat. Very says Starry Night. Starry Night, nahata ko yung 4 kong kaibigan na buang na din yun sa Mamamoo. Starry Night's a good song. I don't think you can get. I don't think you can be wrong with giving them like a Mamamoo title track. It's like any of the title tracks, like, and that's me unbiasedly speaking. Like any of the title tracks will definitely work out when it comes to what like you want people to listen to. But if you were to ask me, like, as someone that listens to K-pop and has never heard of anyone like Mamamoo, and you have someone that, let's say, normally listens to K-pop but has just heard of Mamamoo for the first time, it's like, okay, so Yuuki, what song do you think like should I listen to? I would tell them this song.
Wala na, copyrighted.
No, ganun lang. So you imagine, look, they're on their intro. This is the only Mamamoo song that when it comes to my playlist, whether I'm driving or at home, I never skip. And this is not even my favorite Mamamoo song of all time. But if I listen to this with an intro like that, even like in concerts, the concert woohoo, na yung mabagal na intro, like they arranged it like that, it just blew my mind. Like I'm having chills right now. Look, my hair's standing up. Kasi it's just insane if you listen to, like, it's a K-pop group. And you know how K-pop groups are, right? Like they do like really good songs, but no one ever like in their right mind would create like something like that. Would probably be EXO like that nung Mama Days pa. Yun lang siguro. Yun yung narinig ko, like the Gregorian chant like in the first. And then here comes Mamamoo, like out of the blue, producing a song, not even to release as like a song in an album, but like a promotional song for LG, one of the brands, and creating a song like that for a promotional thing for a brand, it's something else. And it's always been like a recurring theme for them. What's another example? Gleam. Gleam is not for an album. Gleam was for like this sunglasses brand, right?
Yes.
And then of course there's Woohoo. There's another one. Yung sila anong title nun?
Wanna Be Myself?
Yon. That's also for like a sports apparel brand. So there's always been this recurring theme of them creating such amazing songs for not even for their albums, but just for like brand promotion. And they started with like that with Woohoo, and I feel like that's still for me. If I think of Mamamoo, I immediately think of that song because no one can ever do what they did with that song. Plus with Wheein's like whistle tone dun sa end ng song, so it's like super good, so good, bestie. Let me read some of the chat. Appear sa Starry Night, says Jason. First OT4 song ko. And says, pero pinaka-favorite ko, ano to? SWFS.
Yung Four Seasons, ano ba yan? Yung sa concert ba yan?
I have not heard of this. After ko marinig ang Star, ang Windflower, Star Windflower Sun, nag-search ako din lumabas yung Immortal Songs. Doon ako lalo na amazed sa vocals nila. Mamamoo CF Queen says Jason. Yo, what's up, Mumu? Says Christian, what's up? And says, actually, fave ko lahat ng songs nila. Walang tapon. Wanna Be Myself na akala mong comeback song? Yes.
Akala ng lahat, sis, comeback song yan. Nagkakamali kayo para sa brand.
Pala.
Alam
Sports
mo ba,
apparel lang siya.
I know these people na, yung friend ko kasi, yung friends niya, hindi naman ma-K-pop. Kung hindi ma-K-pop,
Right.
hindi rin sila Mamamoo. Pero pag naririnig nila yung woohoo, they go like cray.
Sino yan?
Hindi sila mahilig sa Mamamoo. Pero kasi yung friend ko na yun, pares kaming mumu ng friend ko. So yung friend ko na yun, parang in-introduce yung Mamamoo sa kanila. Pero ang favorite song nila, woohoo talaga. As in before, pag nagsistream ako, they'll be like, uy JD, play mo naman yung woohoo, ganon lagi. Tapos gumagano siya, woohoo! Kahit ano, basta lagi nilang ginagawa yung intro.
Paano?
Ayaw ko na. Bilip mo na ako ticket, gagawin ko.
Choppy ka, hindi ko pa talaga marinig. So, I guess, you're right. I mean, obviously, there's that unsung thing when it comes to woohoo that definitely makes even non-K-pop fans like go cray in a sense. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't think of any other song. Like a lot of them are really good songs, but I feel that when it comes to what I've seen in K-pop and what Mamamoo can produce and provide, I think Woohoo for me would definitely be the song that I need people to listen to. Because it highlights all of them.
Do you know Hello? No. Their intros, their intro.
Oh, maganda rin yung intro nila doon.
Alam mo yun? Mamamoo.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
That's in the first mini album, right?
There's so talented. Okay. I love that. Kayo ba?
So yeah.
Lang ng songs.
Sa kanila legit na intro talaga.
Oo nga
Pinakilala talaga yung isa't isa.
I'd be so bummed out. I'd be so bummed out if this is their last concert as OT4. So bummed out.
Concert sa Pinas. Kasi. Kamas.
Ala, hoy, bawal daw pag-usapan yan, JD.
Ay, bawal ba?
Bawal daw yan.
O bakit sinabi ko ba kung sino scammers? Pwede namang
Nakuha ko yung memo dati. Nakuha ko yung memo. Hindi ko na nakalimutan. That was one of the topics that I wanted. Choppy daw says ni Mary. Sorry about that. Producer, anything we can do? Thank you. Ano tawag dito? Then again, something that we can, sorry sa kanya daw. Okay. So that's something that wow, dog. I want to apologize. We have 3 dogs in the house.
Sinasabi siya.
Yeah, sinasabi niya, huwag kayo mag-disband. Huwag kayo mag-disband, Mamamoo, sabi niya. Shut up, Ted. I love you, but you're super noisy. Wow, okay. So tabi ko talaga ka tumahol.
Can we see the dog?
Do you want to see the dog, Ted?
Ted.
I don't know. He's not. Ted Mosby. Oh my God! I was just watching How I Met Your Mother. That was one of the. What is this? Oh, cool! Nice. Cool. Thank you. I'm not showing it on camera, but it's something. Someone gave it to me. Ted, come here. Teddy.
Ted. What?
This is bad radio, but no, he's not coming. I'll get one more dog. Molly. No, they're not
Sobrang
coming.
chill lang nitong
So,
ano namin.
gusto lang nilang
fun.
tumahol. Gusto lang nilang tumahol.
Papam lang, ganon.
Oo.
Nagpapansin lang.
Ito si Tyler. Tyler! Say hello.
Oh, cute.
Ito yung hindi tumatahol. Not much.
Sana all.
Oo.
Tyler,
Ito yung mabait to. Sobrang lambing niya to the point na masakit na. Naramdaman na ng lahat ng tao yan. Sobrang lambing, sobrang mahal ka, na nasasaktan ka na.
Grabe naman yung
Diba?
nangaakit pati yan.
Diba, Julia?
Grabe,
diba? Ganyan yan. Buti na lang talaga.
And to think I've been working for you for like
working with me, not for me. With me.
For you, not
for you.
I'm not your boss in any sort of way. No. Says Anne says hello, doggy. Yeah, that's Tyler. He appreciates you saying hello, but he's like my other dog. His sister Molly is now currently in her period, so. And I have 2 male dogs, so everyone's going crazy here. So that's something that we're trying to control like on a daily basis. So let me read some of the chat. Mary says, yung nag-Asia tour sila, tas hindi kasama yung Philippines. Look, okay, let me address this, right? Since we're talking about concerts, the only reason, and I feel like this is the only reason because, and I've heard this from like an insider, the reason why they don't do it in the Philippines is because they don't expect to sell out. And if you're like the business, kind of guy, listen, if they say na we have to cancel the concert because of scheduling issues, or like if they have excuses, the real reason behind it, unless na lang like pinost nila na kunyari nagkasakit yung artist, knock on wood, whichever artist that is, right? But unless na lang nagpost sila ng ganon, the only reason is because they didn't sell enough tickets. And Philippines is not really a country that you go to when it comes to selling out tickets, because we can only sell out Kia Theater, not Araneta or MOA Arena when it comes to like concerts. Look, do they deserve it? Do they deserve like 16,000 people chanting their name? Absolutely, they do. But we can't fill out 16,000 people like to watch like a concert. That's the only reason why. And that came from one of the like my friends who's an insider when it comes to doing things like as far as K-pop concerts producing is concerned. That's
alam mo ba? There's this one group, I forgot who they are, pero I think sa MOA Arena ginanap yung con.
Mm-hmm.
And hindi siya, parang half lang ata yung sales.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos ang daming seats na hindi na fill. Alam mo ba, ang ginawa daw nila, namigay sila outside ng random VIP, Gen Ad, as in iba-iba. May mga tao nakakuha ng VIP, hindi naman sila super fan. And then nalaman ko, nung time na yon, sabi ko, parang napag-usapan namin ng friend ko yung group na yon.
Mm-hmm.
Sabi ko, alam mo, gusto ko talaga sila. Nag-con na ba sila dito? Gumanong. Sabi, nag-con sila dito, hindi nga na-sell out, tapos pinamigay na nila yung ticket nila outside.
Sinong group to? Pwede mo i-chat na lang kung hindi po pwede i-on air.
My
Just
favorite group, charot. Pero ibang country.
Ito ata.
Your favorite group?
Not sure.
Kasi nagka-issue rin yung favorite group ko ng ganon dati.
Your favorite?
No. The
Which
other.
group?
The recent one.
Okay. Really? So this happened too. Remember when A-Pink went to the Philippines and they gave out tickets? They didn't want to sell it because I think they felt like we couldn't sell out. And it's kind of like this MTV music thing. So there's a lot of people there. Like who sang
there.
Party Rock? Party Rock, and sino yung kumanta nun? Like I think they were there too. Pero like the majority of people that really went to the concert were Pink Pandas.
Tapos after nung set nila, umalis na.
Wala. Oh my God, it's so horrible. BB Rexa was there and I had no idea who she was. Pero when I listened to her, she was so good that I became a fan after. And then like Gary Valenciano was there, and he was so good. And A-Pink was, I think, the second to the last.
Yeah.
And then
the last one is
the party
group who
rock
sang,
thing.
Like a G6.
Yeah,
AO ba
that
yun?
group. No, like a
No, yung
G6.
party rock. Yung party rock.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But it's like,
Yata yun.
after A-Pink, like literally more than half of the people just went
Dispersed
parang,
sila.
okay, go na yung mga party people na, yung mga nakahanging na yung mga lumalapit dun sa stage. Kasi like, do you know how K-pop fans are? Like, they would kill to get to the front row, right? So you would see people that went there for the party thing, and you just comparing it to the Pink Pandas and the K-pop fans, it's like, it's such a different thing. And alam mo yung mga K-pop fans, like after an event, right? Like tatambay pa sila sa labas. Tapos ang dami doon, makikita mo, kami nung group of friends namin nag-name tag raping kami. It's insane. I guess like that's a topic. Like, what are the most bizarre experiences or like fun experiences that you had like while attending a concert? That was it for me. We were rolling sa MOA grounds because we were ripping name tags. A friend of mine who produced the show at one point, Julia, you know Jay, right? One of the producers back then of the pod. So he went here to the Philippines to watch that concert because he's one of the he's a big time like photographer when it comes to like releasing A-Pink. So he went here just to follow A-Pink in concert. So imagine, right? And he explained to me because it was raining at that time. JD, were you there?
Yes, I was there.
So it was raining, right? It was raining hard.
I was soaking wet.
Yeah, we were. Okay. Okay. So we were.
Concert.
Look, I'm not even gonna jump onto that. See how kind I am when it comes to Mamamoo PH. Like, I love you guys. So imagine like we were there. It was raining super hard, and then when Jay, like one of our producers, a good friend, told me like, how does this rank up when it comes to watching A-Pink live? He said it's his top 3. And he's watched A-Pink multiple times. This just goes to show how wild K-pop fans are in the Philippines. Look, we don't watch concerts if it's gonna cost us money, but if it's free, we'll definitely go there just to watch them. And there's set this, they sang like 4 songs, I think, and everyone was like, it was so good. A-Pink was so good. I love A-Pink so much. And it's something that is really just you definitely see what kind of passion K-pop fans have. It's just that it's just not going to sell like if you hold concerts here. It's like if you can fill out MOA Arena, probably the only group that I can think of that can fill that out, Bangtan.
Obviously.
Yeah. Super Junior did too, but not MOA Arena. I think Araneta. Pero it's not like filling out like per se like sold out siya. Super shows are just normally big. That's the only reason, not the only reason, but one of the reasons behind that is because elves are really rich. They're the kind of people, I don't know if you know, but if you attend K-Cons, and I don't know if a lot of people have attended K-Cons, elves and Shinhwa Changjos, Shinhwa, right? The first generation group. Mm-hmm. They go to K-Cons, like their fans, they go to K-Cons with just their wallet and a bag that's empty. And then when they leave K-Con, you'll see those bags full. Tapos may dala-dala pa sila mga plastic. And the only reason why they don't bring anything is because at the end of the day, they know that they're going to bring stuff back home. That's how rich they are. So probably like the only groups that I can think of like to fill out the stadium would probably be Super Junior or BTS. At least here in the Philippines. G-Dragon po nakapagpuno ng Araneta, says Mary. G-Dragon or Big Bang? Did G-Dragon really sell out Araneta? Like as his own? Props to him then. Fringin yung makikita mo sana sila sa concert tapos scam pala, sakit bes. Okay, I'm not addressing this, right? But if you guys don't know, I have no idea personally what happened there. And whatever happened there, already happened. Let's move on. As much as we want to talk about it and harken back to that.
Mag-move on.
Mag-move on. Kailangan natin mag-move
Alam
on. Aalis na siya.
Alam mo ba, Yuki?
Ano?
Maraming mumus ang sabihin ko ng we kasi kasama ko doon. We planned on wearing neon green for the concert so that Mamamoo would see us clearly because we're wearing neon.
Yeah.
It's a big crowd. So why not like all of us? As in maraming mumus talaga yung nag-coordinate from different platforms. Twitter, Facebook. As in, we all went together like, okay, neon green. Susuotin natin sa tayo bibili. H&M na ba to? Ganon. Kasi exact pa na naglabas ng neon green line ang H&M, and then a lot of us are like, okay, saan tayo bibili? Saan mura? Saan yung pwedeng buy bulk? Ganyan. And then that happened. And then that shit happened. We were left hanging and like, I'm so sad.
Look, I'm not gonna rat anyone out, right? At one point, I wanted to talk about that, and then it's like I was informed like, let's not talk about something like that certain topic, please. Okay, fine, that's totally fine. And the only reason why I have no idea what happened, and I never asked like my friends, like for example Julia or JD, I never asked them like what happened, although they know like an idea on what, like, you know, at one point what happened there. I never asked. And that's probably something that I'm going to do after the show is ask them what happened. And I wanted to know because it's been a year now, or like even almost 2 years now since that happened, and I still have no clear idea on what the motive was on why it was canceled. So, again, let's move on. I guess that's later. So yeah, I mean, hirap kasi mag-move on. Chance na sana yon. Yeah, we don't, ganun talaga kapag may chances ka tapos hindi mo nagawa.
Grabe yun.
But may hugot.
Sana may, yung mga sandamakmak na what ifs natin. Like, what if nakita natin sila sa concert?
Alam mo, pa talaga yung pinag-uusapan natin.
Ay, sorry. Mamamoo, syempre. Ito naman, no? You know what's funny? When I started listening to K-pop and I heard of Mamamoo, I was like, I haven't really listened to it. Just a like, not a topic, but something to share. I don't really listen to Mamamoo. Like what I said, my baptismal song was Non Es Mundo. But they already released like Aye, Piano Man, Mr. Ambiguous. And I really don't know who they are. When I heard of the name Mamamoo, I laughed my ass off. I feel like it's such like a very unique yet very funny like name. And I was like, oh my God, no, that's so like, I don't know, like I feel like it's a weak name. Ganto, ganyan. I have no idea who they are. Because, you know, I've been listening to K-pop for a while. And then when I heard of Mamamoo debuting, sabi ko, ano pangalan yung Mamamoo ba yan? Then look at me now, years later, baliw na sa kanila. I wouldn't know. But yeah. Nowadays, says Christian, gusto ko yung song na Better. Which album was that from?
Is that the Blues? From Blues?
I think.
Is that from
Oh no, that's from Fourth Impact. Ay hindi, ano tawag dito? Fourth Dimension. Ano yung pangalan na tong album na to? What album? What's the name of this album? Fourth Power, Fourth Impact.
Black.
Reality in Fourth. There.
Reality in Black.
Rib there. Yeah. So I have like my look, it has a number 4, and doesn't this look like a D for you?
Ulo ko.
It's like
alien ang Mamamoo.
Fourth Dimension, Fourth Impact, lahat na ng fourth na maisip mo, no?
Yung Fourth Impact, mamaya pa yon.
My girlfriend did something so I feel like me. Oh wow, okay, so there's this thing that happened here. Look at the album. Can you see that white mark? It hurts, that's paint.
Pinturan mo ng black.
Right, okay. Order one more.
I know.
And that's the only reason why we're ordering one more. I don't like it. So we're looking at the albums, right? So what she did was she opened the albums. Like at one point when we bought the albums, like all of it, because we ordered it in like a bulk at one point, parang nag-start kami with Reality in Black, I think. Tapos that's only our first. Was that our first album? What was our first album? Almost half. Okay. So when we started collecting it, parang at one point I was looking at it and I was like, can we not open it? Because I didn't want to open. So look, here's where it becomes like a funny thing. Just before we go to our last commercial break, when it comes to collecting albums, when you open the album, number one, you're not playing that CD. That's number one. Because you don't have like a CD player anymore. That's not a recurring theme. You can listen to music using your phone. Or if you're like old school, you still have your iPod, you know? That's number one. Number two, you're gonna look at the photo card, but you're not really gonna put it like anywhere else unless you buy like a binder for it, right? So where are you gonna put it? Still inside the album. So I just didn't feel like we needed to open the album, and just keeping it under that kind of mint condition would be like still something huge for me. But I lost that bet and she opened everyone. So sad. But then like she no, it's fine. Because it's hers, you know. When we bought it, actually when I bought it, like the whole bulk, I gave it to her as like a birthday gift. And then, okay, let this be like the start of your collection. I didn't buy everything, but I bought most of it. So what she did with the photo cards is like she put it in this thing.
Oh yeah.
Ako nilagay ko sa ID.
So I'll show you some. I'll show you some before we get to our last commercial break. So this is Mamamoo right here. Do you guys know who they are? Because I have no idea who they are. Yeah, I know them. They're one us, but I don't know like which member. Oh, is this Raven?
Is that
So,
one?
Any two moons here?
Us? One us?
2 moons, right? 2 moons. 2 moons nga. Yung 2 moons, yung fan club ni Moonbill, di ba? 2 moons. I'm kidding. But yeah, a lot of things like this. Like it's funny. Like she started collecting One Us stuff as well because she's a big fan. Okay, here they are. So those are okay. So here they are. So she has a ton of Wasa and Moonbill. She never got any like one solar and then there's
already from Wow album.
Oh, there's a Wowun album daw. Wowun. So yeah, she put it here and then like she never got like a Wheein and Moonbill. Ano? I have no idea what she's collecting. So what she does is like she opens the album and she never lets me see.
You know what? I have a friend on Twitter. Well, I mean friend ko pa rin siya. Bibili siya ng mga 20 albums. Mga ganon. Tapos kinukuha niya yung photo card. Tapos bahala na after. Binibenta niya na lang. Photo card lang talaga yung gusto.
Yeah, you know, that's funny. The photo cards now are more expensive than the album. Imagine, you're getting like an album and literally it's a photo album. It's a photo book, right? And then you get a lot of photos there. But then if you check on the selling list, ano yung mas mahal? It's the photo cards that sells for hundreds and hundreds. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. Are these all official? So yeah, do you have an official photo card of Wheein? Where? Akala ko like these are all okay, whatever. So yeah, they're all.
So these are all official photo cards, and then here at the back, these are all.
These are the unofficial photo cards pala. The first one is the official one. So yeah, good stuff. I mean, can we sell it? Okay, whatever. Let's get to our last commercial break. When we come back, we have the last topic and the giveaway for everyone. So please do not go away. We'll be right back.
This is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Hey, you. Doing this podcast thing for years now, I've always been an advocate to start your own podcast. Regardless if you talk about K-pop, science, news, politics, showbiz, start doing it because podcasting is growing very quickly, not just in the Philippines, but also worldwide. There's a whole lot of new shows out there, and we as podcasters need to stay informed in order to stay relevant. The best way to do that is with data, numbers, and analytics. Something to keep track of how you're doing. And the best way to get it all in one place is Podmetrics, your one-stop shop for all your podcast data needs. Podmetrics combines data from Anchor, Spotify, Chartable, Facebook Live, and YouTube in order to show you the real picture of how your show is doing. And when you know your show, you can grow your show. The best part is it's absolutely free. Sign up now at podmetrics.co. That's podmetrics.co. And don't forget to use the referral code TheKingdomPodcast. No spaces. Podmetrics, the only analytics you'll ever need for your podcast. Hey podcasters. Podcasting has become a staple when it comes to new things to try, especially here in the Philippines. Check all of them out on your podcast players like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We also hope you can donate to the show for as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. We want to get as much content out there as possible, and a small amount like this would definitely help us out to keep the show going. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
You are listening to the Kingdom Podcast. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Anchor.fm. Your weekly dose of K-pop is now back.
Hi guys, welcome back to the pod. This is basically the time where I invite you to go and support the Kingdom Podcast by going to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You can donate as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account to help us keep the show going for many, many more seasons to come. So please, if you got anything like that and you want to support like the pod, you can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. Can give out more of things like this, you know. You're still with me, Yuuki, and JD and Julia of ChisMOOsa Podcast, guys. So let me pressure you on air. Is this going to be like a recurring theme now? Like, is this ChisMOOsa going to be like kind of like a weekly thing? Weekly thing?
Kung mamarapatin.
Mamarapatin?
Yeah.
Who makes the okay, let me pressure you. Who makes the decisions in, you know, ChisMOOsa? I'm gonna talk to that person. We need more ChisMOOsa. No, I talked to Jason. It's like, Jason, pare, let's make this happen. You know, we need more ChisMOOsa in our lives. Something about ChisMOOsa, you know, when I listen to ChisMOOsa as a listener, right, it really always occurs to me that it's such a fun podcast. You know, you don't normally, like, because if you listen to the Kingdom Podcast, and I appreciate for people who listen to our podcast, thank you very much. But we don't normally get like Mamamoo topics, although they're my bias group, right? I don't normally talk about Mamamoo. There's a lot of things happening with K-pop. But I feel like with currently what's happening with Wheein, right? I feel like a ChisMOOsa like per week is something that we cling on. I guess that's me. Kasi whenever I listen to ChisMOOsa, it's just very funny. I don't know about this episode. Like, it's so serious and, you know, freaking, I don't know. So,
serious?
Yeah, well, the first topic was kind of like a downer, and I want to apologize. But yeah, we needed to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, is this going to be like a weekly thing? Or before you answer that, let's go with JD and Julia here. Do you have anything to promote from Mamamoo Philippines that you want to get out there right now? Oh, hindi, ganito na lang. Promote your own socials first. Promote your own socials. Oh.
Okay. Well, my socials: Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and
holy crap.
Kumu, it's all at JD Maxilom. So it won't be too hard. It's just JD Maxilom. And as you can
although
see,
you have Tita Muku on
I have
Twitter.
Tita Muku. That's my Mamamoo Stan account.
Yeah.
So mas Mamamoo ko dyan. So if you have like a Twitter Stan account, you can follow me. I'll follow you back, or like tag me like, I saw
in the podcast. I'd be like, okay, I follow you back like that. Okay.
If you guys are you like JD, she hosts the podcast with me as well on the Kingdom Pod. It's available also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts now. Just check on twitter.com/the Kingdom Pod PH to get like more details on that. This episode will also serve as our 4th episode for season 2, so it'll also be uploaded on Spotify and wherever. So check that out. Julia, promote yourself.
All my socials are at Lenlia, LENLENLIA. Except for my TikTok. No, I don't dance.
You know what's funny is that
it's
I got
at Len Banog. Yeah.
Len Banog?
Yeah.
Grabe naman yung tawa nun.
Wait, that's your TikTok? That's your TikTok?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking kasi if
let
to
me
put
check.
to put Lentot or Len Banog.
Len Banog?
Yeah.
It is really Len Banog, you guys. It's Len Banog.
It's me. Hindi pala kita.
It's so good. I'm gonna follow her on TikTok.
Yeah, that's my TikTok, guys. Also for Mamamoo Philippines, you can follow us at Mamamoo Philippines on our
we have a TikTok
socials. Yeah, and
you got a TikTok too?
Yeah, Mamamoo PH. We got a TikTok. Please do follow us at Mamamoo PH.
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, we need more Mamamoo PH content. So, yeah, freaking A. Good stuff. I want to pressure like the people behind ChisMOOsa and like just ask them because I'm an advocate. Back then, you know, when I did the radio stint, I've been doing this for 8 years now, right? So when I did the radio stint back then, no one ever heard of anything like a podcast. Like walang nakikinig sa online radio because like FM is still very much a big thing. And online radios, you know, you only get like a few good number of followers and a few good number of listeners. But then right now, like with the amount of listeners that we have like on the podcast, it's really insane. It's such a long term away from whatever that is. And now I'm this kind of like advocating person where I'm saying everyone should start doing the podcast. So when ChisMOOsa was just formulating, I already knew that Mamamoo PH was doing something like that. I was super excited, right? Kasi like I've never had the chance to listen to like a podcast mainly talking about my bias group. It's insane. And right now, like with ChisMOOsa, and I know like, you know, with scheduling differences, obviously not only from the host, but from the producing side. Because I know like I co-produced this episode and you have no idea what kind of work like happened here on this episode. It's really insane. So props to like the producing team, to Jason, and to like of course the hosts Julia and JD to making time to make this episode. It's insane. So things like that we really need to address as well. Like ChisMOOsa, I can understand why it doesn't really happen like on a normal like weekly basis, but you know, this is me like a listener hoping that it does. Right? JD? JD?
Yes.
Ay, nako. So good, bestie. Right. Final topic. Whoa, what the hell? Oh my, the albums fell. What? Why? Okay, final topic. We're giving away 2 red albums. I'm giving away these 2 albums today. So friggin' A, you gotta fill out the Google form that's pinned on the broadcast page right now. Check that out. Okay, final topic for today. So there's this recurring theme when it comes to, and I think Tita Muko over here will definitely like this topic. There's this recurring theme when it comes to social media where a lot of people now are covering K-pop songs, right? Not only songs, but the dances. And I feel like at one point we were the niche market. You know, I think that K-pop has always been at one point like the genre that was just looking in. We were always like, we weren't really pop. We weren't really, you know, part of that genre. Or if ever that we were the niche market. tayo yung hindi masyadong lahat ng tao nakikinig nun. But then here comes, the impact that the current regime of groups now, Blackpink, Twice, BTS, especially BTS, that's been really like hearkening when it comes to this is what K-pop is. And everyone is now listening to K-pop. They've been showing up in like different, stages. Blackpink did the Coachella. They've been BTS appearing in a lot of shows around the world. That also goes for Twice and Blackpink as well. So we're not the niche market anymore. We are the market now. That's what I feel, right? So a lot of people have been covering K-pop songs, singing, dancing, and it's not something new. It's something that's been happening for a while now. We have cover groups. JD's a part of a cover group. Julia's covering songs like alone in her house, right? So I cover songs in the shower, doing that. Yeah, it's like I do that alone in the shower. So thankfully Ali has never gotten the chance to make like some sort of recording with me dancing to BTS in the shower.
Po siya.
Sorry?
I-record mo daw. Ali, i-record mo
No.
please.
No. So if you're looking at what's showing on the screen right now, this is Fourth Impact covering Wheein, right? So Wheein. Bigyan ng
Wheein.
So Fourth Impact, you guys know, Filipino group, really good vocals. They've been everywhere as far as Korea, I think UK, and I think that's where they blew up in all sorts of proportions. They sang the Ariana Grande song, which was really good. So they're there, and now they're covering groups. And then there's another artist, Mai Entrata.
Yeah.
Who covered like another K-pop song, so it's good, but is this now like the sort of thing where is this the way to go when it comes to, because back then I could vividly remember back then attending concerts and then like people judging us like ano ba yun, nakikinig ng K-pop, papangit yun, hindi naman naiintindihan yun eh. Tapos ngayon like obviously I freaking know that they barely understand what they're saying, yet of course like they're gonna cover it because there are really good songs, right? But you see them doing it now, and some of them I assume are not even fans, but since they're into like smooth like butter, they might probably go through like that phase where they want to cover the songs as well. But don't you feel like this is kind of like a bandwagon for this?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay. Before I get to your point, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm all for it, but I guess there's this thing in my head where I feel that K-pop is kind of like my thing personally, and I don't want like other people joining into my thing, especially when I feel like it's half-hearted. I guess, and. I mean, that's only for me. And that's very judgmental, probably, like people would say na, si Yuuki, very judgmental. Bakit naman bawal sumali yung ibang people sa K-pop craze? Yeah, ganon. But don't get me wrong. Like, I'm all for it. It's just that, like, I'm not all for it if they're not really following and just going with the bandwagon. Get what I mean?
Like,
so,
lang, nagandahan, right?
That's right. The opa-opa, opa-opa. What does that mean?
Like, it got, nagkaroon dance.
Sorry, Julia, your mic is bad. Ano?
Ayun. Like, nagkaroon na ng trending dance on TikTok, tapos they decided to jump on it to gain views, diba?
Yeah, something like that,
K-pop.
Yeah.
So let's get your insights and then I'll read some of the chat. Let's start with Julia. Julia, so how is this? Is this the way to go? Like, is this something that you support?
I only support a few cover groups. One of those is yung group ni Ate JD kasi no. I'm being very honest kasi I am very judgmental when it comes to cover group kasi most of them, one, butchered the pronunciation. Like what, yung I forgot the name, yung kanina, yung nag-cover group yung nasa X Factor.
Yeah,
Yun.
where the Fourth Impact girls? Yeah.
Fourth Impact, they butchered the pronunciation. But the blending,
Nawawala ka na.
Nawawala ka, girl. Isa pa. The blending was great, but
The blending was bad. The harmonization was okay. I'm sorry, pero kasi as someone who's taken vocal lessons and someone who knows about who plays strings instruments, it's not natural talaga yung blending nila. Like they were trying to overpower each other kasi. Like, halimbawa, bumirit si isang girl, try i-overpower niya ganito. Unless i-compare mo siya dun sa Mamamoo version, the original version, they were like, complimenting each other. Don't hate me.
It's funny. It's funny. You talked about the pronunciation, and JD and I talked about it as well. So I asked like one of our co-hosts' son on the pod. And she's a native Korean speaker, right? She knows how to speak Korean fluently. And then I asked her, it's like, how do you think about it? I was like, how as far as the pronunciation goes, it's like, Ate Blue, I have no idea what she's saying.
Diba? Same. And one of my
but the others were okay for her. Yeah. You know, the others were okay for her.
Yeah. Same. But still the harmonization, they could have worked on that. And also, yung kay Maymay Entrata, I've seen it. It was so awkward seeing her facial expressions kasi may part na titingin siya like napapaganon talaga siya. Ganon yung expression niya. Like at the same time, like seryosong kanta yan tapos gaganon yung mukha mo out of nowhere. And I admit she's pretty good pero she's not a fan. I can tell she's not a fan kasi alam mo yun, maybe she would get compared to Huwasa lang. Kasi, you both have the same skin type, ganon, you both have the same skin color, or you're an actress, she's famous, ganon. Like, I think she would be compared.
That's the only point of comparison that we have for her and Huwasa. Yeah,
and
that's what you're saying.
Wait, yung long hair din pala yun. The long hair. Yun. Pero at the same time, like, kasi, okay, this is gonna sound really mean. Someone who came from PBB, they're not guaranteed to be famous for a long time. Look at the other winners. They're gone. Diba? So,
there's Sam Milby, you know?
Yeah, pero where is he now? Dating ka.
Where is he now? Where is he now?
Yeah, yun lang talaga. That's what we know about him. He's now dating Catriona, pero movies niya, I can remember.
We're not really hitting like this is not like a topic against like, significant people, right? Obviously, they have their own craft and that's totally fine. What I'm concerned about is people that have started doing the K-pop covering thing, but not really going into the fandom, regardless of whatever song they cover, right? Yes. So unlike the cover groups, like the cover groups, I understand, like the cover groups are really definitely like most of them are fans. That I understand. But if it's like someone like who's just an individual who does like covers of like, I don't know if like Niana Guerrero, right?
Dancer.
Yeah, is she like a K-pop fan really?
I think she likes mainstream K-pop, BTS,
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
Pero
So,
I think she's not a fan of Mamamoo.
But like his brother, like her brother is like I don't know, like I don't know if her brother is like such a big K-pop fan, but I know that her brother is kind of like the more famous one at one point, right? And then they started doing the K-pop covers with their sister, which is really cute. So yeah, he's like in I don't know. Chixer?
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
There's a group.
You know why I know that? Because my childhood best friend, she attended their dance class or something. And yeah, at one point I had like a crush on one of them. I won't tell who, but on one of them. I'm like, when I'm looking back, probably. I'm like, the fuck? The fish. What the fish?
Look, I'm fine with like, at one point like I was judging Chixer fans too. Pero now I kind of understand, like I kind of understand where I guess
something really changed on like with me when it comes to like hosting and when it comes to like how I view things. Probably it's the age, since I'm kind of like in an advanced age compared to like most of the fans now. I'm one of the titos now because like I've been following them like K-pop for a while. So something changed. Something has changed within me. So
At least,
parang
nag-agree ka na tito ka na. Dati yung denial ka pa.
screw you. But there's something in me that changed where, okay, I totally get and understand now why there's a lot of Chickser fans at one point. And the Guerrero guy, I don't know his name, right? The part of the Chickser, he's good when it comes to dancing, you know? That's just me. Like, for me, I just don't want people joining in on the K-pop craze if they're really not into K-pop, you know? I think that K-pop is kind of like my protection when it comes to the real world or from the real world. And I just don't want other people, point taken, like when it comes to look at my Twitter, I normally call out people if they're like super toxic, you know? People report to me if people are being toxic. Parang I've gotten to know people that have been such horrible people when it comes to like following K-pop, and it's insane. And I just don't want like people like that, which I know at one point they probably like kasi like I followed nung nag-debut yung Blackpink 5 years ago or yung Twice 5 years ago. Dami ko na alam sa K-pop. Girl, ang dami mo pang hindi alam, my friend.
That's easy.
No. And those are the people like that I feel that wasn't really into K-pop. Probably at one point, I'm gonna read out some of your chat later on. Probably at one point was really judging K-pop fans, you know. And I don't know, like I'm just not such a big fan. It's insane. Let me read some of the chat before we get to JD here because she's the one that's really into this topic. Christian says, yung bakla ka daw pag nakinig ka daw ng K-pop. You know, I have people like friends of mine on Facebook that have been like going through like the BTS army and like dapat mag-sign up sila sa real army kasi ganto ganyan and stuff.
Yeah, true.
And then it's like, you know, they're gay, blah, blah, blah. And I don't, like at one point, you know, personal story, I attended this K-pop stint back in 2013, maybe. And then it was in Farmers Plaza. And then one of my, like my friends from Nine Flames, they're a cover group for Girls' Generation. They did like a cover of whatever. And then I was watching them because they're my friends, wanted to support them. And then someone from the outside, because it's kind of like an open thing with just barriers, just said, yung mga nakikinig ng K-pop dyan, bakla. Biglang may gumanon na lalaki. So I went to him, straight to him, right? And then I told him like, sabihin mo nga sa harap ko yan ngayon. And then there were like, you know, things like that where hanggang dun lang sila. And then it's still like prevalent when it comes to today where the homophobia is just something else. Like, I don't know why it's supposed to be derogatory in any sort of capacity. At one point nga may sinabi rin ako na parang, ano naman kung bakla ako, tara, suntukan tayo. Para, bakla ako, sige, tara Brad, gusto mong kiss kita dyan eh, ganun. You know, you make
yung bakla, no,
you make fun of it, right? Because like there's nothing wrong about being gay. Obviously, that's already, you know, kind of like a thing. And supposedly, you know, in this day and age, it's not supposed to be something that you fear or you feel derogatory if you're gay or lesbian or you're part of the LGBTQ plus thing. It's not something that you should be ashamed of. It's not something that, you know, you support that. It's not really something that you can avoid. It's part of life. You respect them. The universal thing right now is you should respect people, you know? Mm-hmm. So things like that where it's horrible, like what Christian said, yung bakla ka daw kapag nakinig ka ng K-pop, it's just really bad. Mary says, kasi grabe sila makajudge dati, tas ngayon ayoko na lang magsalita. Meiji says, ayoko na mag-tell. Well, it's so conyo, you guys. Ayoko mag-talk. Ayoko mag-tell.
Like, it's so funny na yung mga people na homophobic na nandajudge ng K-pop. Sila pa yung mga gumagamit ng audio on TikTok ng, you know, what is love? Yung
right.
Like, it's so funny yung isang homophobic na pinafollow ko na friend ko dati. Yun. Like, I was surprised na dinajudge na ako. Sabi, ano ba yung K-pop
Yeah.
na naman ng pangit ng pambaklayan. Tapos, like, pagka-scroll ko kanina, I was dancing to What Is Love. Like,
Jason says on chat, two sides of the coin. If it becomes the gateway para sa mga Filipinos na maging dedicated mumus, then why not, diba? Get what you mean. Totally understand that. But we don't get that like on a normal basis. You know, regardless if you join like a toxic fandom or not, one way or another, there's going to be someone that's going to be toxic moving forward. And that's the thing that we're trying to avoid, like especially as like someone that's really old when it comes to following K-pop. It's at one point I was the most horrible fan. Not because I'm toxic, but because I call people out. And I felt like the toxicity, not the toxicity, but like the way I call out people back then was really horrible. That's nothing compared to what people are doing now. And people that are being toxic right now are the like, I don't know, they're the younger-lings when it comes to K-pop. And like I said, K-pop is kind of like my escape, and I don't want that kind of toxicity, you know?
mm-hmm.
It might go on, like we're still talking about groups. It's just that like, you know, it's part of you know, the covering thing. Kasi like people that tend to cover K-pop aren't always K-pop fans. So that's what we're trying to address here. Luis says on chat, sometimes knowing the old K-pop group is still not enough. Aminin nyo, Girls' Generation 21 Super Junior still isn't enough, lalo na kung may bago-bago lang, wag silang ano. And says, yung mga nagsasabi nun for sure fan na sila ngayon ng K-pop. Yes. Personal story before we get to JD. I have a friend, hates K-pop. Despises K-pop. Pangbakla daw K-pop, hindi daw natin naiintindihan. Dude, now he's the one like attending concerts like with freaking shelves and shelves of merchandise.
Mas marami pang ginastos sa'yo, no?
Yes, exactly, right? So, tinansanan ko siya sa noo after knowing.
Dapat sinabi mo, mag-sorry ka.
Iho di PI ka. Ano yung sabi mo sa akin dati? So, you know, things like that. It's insane. Let's get to JD. JD, you're the one who loved this topic, right? I mean, yeah. Where are we now? Where are we now?
Question.
What? What's the question?
Ano lang tanong? Ano?
But then, like, okay, so this topic, when we formulated the topic, we had like pointers to what you said about it, right? I mean, and it's not something that is really, you know, it's not to attack other people, but obviously there's something that there needs to be said when it comes to covering groups. Do you, since you're a cover group, you know, member, you know, you dance K-pop, whenever you see people covering K-pop, are you all for it, but knowing that they're not fans?
First of all, judger ako. Sobra.
So we get along.
As in, like, I'm really sorry. Kasi even ako, very meticulous ako when it comes to performing.
Yeah.
So when I see other people performing, singing in Korean, ng matigas na Korean, na parang parang ganon. Yogi. Sa joggy. Tell me what's a joggy, ha? Ganon ako ka-judger. Like, kahit yung first few lines, hindi ko natatago sa mukha ko pag na-upset ako. Okay, backstory. Here in the Philippines kasi, there is a really big K-pop community cover group community. For years, as in madami. I've attended a lot of events, of competitions of K-pop cover groups. So, I know if they're fans or they just want to perform that kasi yun yung uso. A lot are
they
like
have
that.
boyfriend or girlfriend there to support.
Or they wanna get discovered, diba?
Yes. Iba kasi before, everyone really wants to perform lang. Everyone wants to dance because it's their bias. And now, I'm sorry, but a lot of K-pop cover groups that I see or I used to know, kino-cover lang dahil uso, first. Pangalawa, because it'll make them look good. Pangatlo, kasi marami silang fans. May mga fans at it'll get to their heads. I've seen a lot of, especially soloists, a lot of cosplayers who would cosplay, let's say, give me a group, kunwari, Wheein, ganyan. Kunwari ako, Wheein cosplay ako. Tapos, sige, cosplay ako, ganyan. Habang tumatagal, dumadami yung fans ko as a Wheein cosplay. And then it'll get to my head na, oh my God, I have fans. I have to post more Wheein content. Ganon.
Yeah. It's so what you're saying is like in terms that probably most people will understand, it's clickbait.
Yes.
Okay.
Pero syempre, hindi pa rin natin i-ignore yung fact na a lot of Filipinos who do cover groups are really, really talented.
Yeah,
ano naman
for sure.
talaga, like super, alam mo yon. It's just that mayroong mga bad seeds lang talaga na they just want to get famous. Especially pag medyo kahawig nila yung idol daw.
Yes.
Wait lang. My blood is boiling.
Wait. Let me defend that. Wait, 1 second. Back when I did SLR the podcast years ago, I've had someone that was a look-alike join the show, and I got to interview them.
Humble pa.
Look, the only reason why I got them on air is because they really, really look alike. And I'll show you an example. Huh? No, I'll show you an example personally. Pero yeah, please continue with what you're saying, JD. I'll just look for the person.
Sige. Pero syempre hindi ko naman nila lahat na, alam mo yon. May mga cosplayers talaga na kahawig nila. Tapos gusto lang talaga nila mag-perform, which is super plus. For me, kaya gusto ko yung mga ganong klaseng performers. Pero I've seen some who would go to events para magpa-cute. Hindi sila sasali ng competition, but they would dress up as that idol. Then they would just wear masks so that it's just their eyes, and then and then they would go around, literally just walk around. Eh, syempre, mga fangirls.
OMG, tas may magpapapicture.
Pwede mo magpapicture. Ganon. Eh, syempre, sila naman ito na...
Wait lang, tinamaan ako. Ganyan ako eh.
I mean, ako rin naman, pag may mga nakikita akong parang nagko-cosplay na nakikipag-picture talaga ako. Diyos ko, ang dami ko sa Facebook nun. Pictures with a lot of cosplayers. It's just that there are people who would just go around just so people would take pictures of them. You know how I know that? Because a friend of a friend of a friend. Di ba ganon yung
yeah.
online community. People talk. And ayun.
And I don't know if you look, before you get to that, and I don't know if you guys know, but the people that are like quote unquote cosplaying, guys, it's like we're judging you, just not to your face.
Yeah.
Like unless na lang kamukha mo talaga yung kino-cosplay mo. Look, I sent you an example before you get to your next point, JD. Check on your Discord.
Wait.
I had the biggest crush on this person at one point.
Oo nga, no?
She looks exactly like her. Oh, shut up kung sinong artist, right? Shut up. She looks exactly like her.
But do you know this person? Wait lang.
Hindi mo kilala yan? Kilala mo siya?
Pero as a Filipino, ang kamukha niya,
Okay, stop. Okay, shush. Pero like, she looks exactly like the person, right? Look, I'll send you another photo right now. I'm sending it to Jason as well para in siya.
Is it? But filter ba to wala?
No. So, she looks exactly like her, right? So, I guess you can get away with, sorry for people who are listening that doesn't get like who we're talking about, but I'm just basically sending them like someone that I had as a guest back then that looks exactly like a K-pop idol. And I had a really good friend that at one point, like I had this really good friend because he was dating one of my good friends. So he was the boyfriend of a really good friend. And this guy looked like Tao of EXO. So,
wait lang, parang kilala ko yan.
Alam mo, Kuya Yuki,
May kapangalan siya. May kapangalan siya from Mamamoo PH. Yung guy na sinasabi ko. So yeah, eto guys gusto niyo ng ChisMOOsa na. Ito yung ChisMOOsa.
Alam mo, Kuya Yuki, kung mapagkakamalan ko talaga siyang idol kung hindi mo sinabi na look alike siya.
Right? Because she looks exactly like the idol. She's not really portraying that. Like, she knows that she's blank PH. Oh shit. That everyone still considers her as like someone that really looks like the idol. She knows that. But she cringes from that fact na. It's like, I don't want people calling me blank PH. So, if you listen to me like all throughout the years, it's not available anymore since it's from a different podcast, like from a different radio station. But if you listen to me like even back then, you would definitely know who this person is. So, okay. Now let's go back to JD. Stop stalking her.
I'm not stalking.
Do you want her Facebook?
Wala
Ano
na
Facebook
nahanap
niya?
Okay, there. Yeah. So yeah, she follows me on Twitter too. So
mamaya tayo magtutuos. Anyways.
Okay, yeah,
so
you were saying.
Let's go na lang to muna. Okay, nasabi ko na yung mga dapat ko sabihin. Let's go to fourth impact.
Okay.
Wait lang. How should I say this in a nice way? Joke lang. I understand that a lot of momos are very happy and proud because some group covered Mamamoo.
Yeah.
I understand. But personally, I didn't like it that much. I know that like me and my ates, my group, we're not as good. We're not that good in singing. But I'm proud to say that when we sing in Korean, it's Korean. When they sang, ang tigas.
Naintindihan ko naman yung Where Are We Now?
Naintindihan ko rin. Doon ako sumasabay. Where
are we now?
Pero
Yeah.
Tapos, di ba, syempre, dapat merong malumanay na part. Parang
right?
ganon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tigas, be. Tigas. Ang tigas.
Diba,
Promise.
sabi sa'yo,
I don't know if I have like the same opinion as others. Pero I just didn't like the way they sang it. Kasi sobrang, parang binabasa nila word for word. Kumbaga, ano ba yun? Basta, ang gusto ko sa kanila do yung rapper. Kasi nag-rap siya. Yun lang. The fact na nag-rap siya in Korean, it's good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos yung harmony nila kasi, tama yung sinabi ni Julian na medyo may sapawan. Kasi even before, like in X Factor or the other performances, you could really see na sinasapawan nila yung isa't isa. And bilang streamer din ako sa Kumu, and I've seen them sa Kumu, I've seen them perform sa Kumu, nagkakaroon talaga ng may malakas talaga yung boses, ganyan. Hindi smooth yung blend. Laging overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
Nyam. Ayun, hanggang doon lang. Pero kaya nung napanood ko, gusto ko lang sabihin na nice. Good
effort. Yeah, good effort.
Effort.
Mm-hmm.
Jang. Sa effort. Yon, hanggang doon na lang muna. Tapos yung kay yung kay Maymay naman, di natin, kasi di ko alam kung, hinahanap ko lang yung right words. I mean, I love Maymay kasi she's a good influencer naman. So, mabait siya.
You know what's funny? What's funny, before you get there, what's funny is, I don't know if this is going, like, if the thought process going through this, because we're co-produced by Mamamoo Philippines, would be the same if it's unlike the pod that we're so safe.
But I get what you mean. Like, okay.
If nasa Spotify tayo ngayon,
Like,
hindi ako,
there's no holding back.
yun lang po. Kay Maymay naman po, hindi ko kasi alam if fan ba talaga siya or hindi. Pero syempre, hindi natin masabi katulad ni Liza Soberano, who would have thought na gusto pala niya yung Mamamoo.
Right.
Ano pala siya sa maano siya sa mga other K-pop groups, hindi pala siya mainstream, ganyan.
Yeah.
Yung kay Maymay kasi, parang inaral niya talaga yung facial expression, yung body language, yung dancing. Inaral niya talaga yung facial expression, yung body language. Parang sinabi ko na yun.
Sinabi mo na nga.
Hindi nga kasi may
pero,
part doon.
maganda naman. Maganda naman yung pagkaka-execute. As in, alam mo yung pinag-aralan niya talaga, tapos nagawa niya naman ng tama. Tama naman yung mga moves, ganyan-ganyan. Yun.
Yun?
Awkward kaya facial expression sa doon. Di ba nga may isa part doon na dapat
nagugulat ako sa
gumanon siya.
Pag ganon niya. Pag ganon niya, para siya na, ganyan. Pero, inaral niya naman talaga kung paano si Wasa. As in, binigay niya naman talaga yung all niya sa pag-perform para sa fans
niya. It's not there's no doubt that she's good, you know? Like whoever that we're talking about, there's no doubt that they're good people. They've honed their craft, they've done whatever there is to be done. You know, don't get us wrong, they're talented people. And that's not the point of this topic. The point was like, if we're comfortable as K-pop fans, letting people that aren't really supposed to be like K-pop fans joining in on the hype because, you know, Smooth
Hype,
Like Butter is
Tsaka,
really hyped right now.
Gets ko din yung sinasabi mo kanina na it's like a safety net between you and the world. Kasi tayo, kailan ba tayo naging K-pop fans? Ako, 2008 pa lang K-pop fan na ako.
See?
So,
13 years. Tanda na ni JD, guys.
13 years old pala ako. 1 year old pala ako. K-pop fan na ako. Pero ayun, kasi dati, pag sinasabing mahilig ka sa K-pop, ano ba naman yan? Parang namang di mo naman naintindihan yung papinapakinggan mo. Dapat OPM, yung sariling atin, yung mga ganon, sariling atin, ganyan. Yung mga nagsasariling atin sa akin ngayon, bakit kayo nagaganyan-ganyan sa pictures? Bakit todo samgyupsal kayo dyan?
Bakit opa?
May pa kayo. Opa. Like, again, opa means older brother. Like, sorry, kuya, wag mo pa akong i-evict. I'm so sorry, kuya. Baka may bahay ni kuya tapos opa yung tawag.
Bahay ni opa. So good!
Kuya, I would like to read one of the comments.
Sure.
Sabi ni Mary, sorry but I checked my IG tas si Wasa lang yung fina-follow niya. Wala namang problema pero share ko lang.
Yeah. That's what SKL means. Boomer alert. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Share ko lang, SKL. Baka naman, yun, fan talaga
red
siya.
flag na yun. Pero
yeah, I guess if you're a fan of Wasa, you know, it's totally fine, right? I mean, Julia, your mic is horrible.
Sorry. Siguro sa iba lang din na todo bandwagon kasi, yun kasi yung uso, yun kasi yung naririnig, kaya yun yung gagawin. Kumbaga, the fact na parang sa ating mga K-pop fans na for how many years pinaglalaban natin yung K-pop. Parang sa LGBT lang yan. Di ba pinaglalaban nyo yung rights nyo? Hindi ka gay, sis. Pinaglalaban natin yung rights natin. And then a lot of people are just, they're saying, ang dami ko kasi nakikitang ganito, na they're bi, but they're straight. What does that mean? Tell me, what does that mean? I've seen a lot of, on Twitter, on TikTok, na they're bi daw, but they're not into girls.
Yeah.
Bi
Ginagawa
ka,
kasi nilang
sa animal. Gusto mo, anong bi ba yan? Diba? So parang
nilang trend
You know what?
Protecting kasi what's kind of ours?
You know what's funny? What's funny is you don't really even need to put in like the LGBT label on it. Bi means two.
like in English. So it's like both. Bye.
Diba kaya nga bicycle, diba? Kasi dalawa yung gulong.
Bicycle tapos isang gulong lang.
It's a unicycle. You don't call that a straight cycle. It's a unicycle.
Oo nga, may straight cycle ba? Sinicycle mo pa kung straight lang din.
Kasi daw isa lang yung gulong. So good. I wanted to point out. Yeah, there are people like that. And I wanted to point out what Jason said on chat. Jason says, be careful what you say with people's interests. Kasi mamaya you'll end up being a fan yourself. So I think the moral of the story when it comes to standing K-pop is just be nice. I think that's it. Ano yun, Julia? Ano?
Ano daw?
Yung mic mo.
Bandwagon.
Basura.
Wag bandwagon.
Ayun, wag bandwagon. Yes, that's right. Christian says, Moon Sun shipper ako. Yes.
Di ba dapat take time to educate yourself?
Give it a try?
Give it a try then. If you don't like something kasi, it's better to just shut up about it or try it. Dalawa lang yun eh. Don't call out people or like don't talk them down about what they want, or you try to recognize or you try to see what they like. Na why are they like this? Why do they like this? Instead of ano ba yan yung mga gusto mo? Di naman yan maganda tapos malaman lang namin na gusto mo rin. What?
Gusto mo rin.
What do you want?
Oo nga.
Siguro nagsistem din yun sa insecurities ng mga tao. Na maybe they like something, it's just that they're too afraid to show it to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
diba?
Totoo.
I agree.
So,
like halimbawa nga, yung sa makeup, diba? Yung most people are bashing K-pop, boy groups dahil they can wear makeup. Tapos samantalang sila, di sila pinapayagang mag-shorts ng mga nanay nila pag-gagala, diba?
Yeah.
Tapos sila may kita mong naka-shorts, sayo-sayo lang. Diba? Sino di may insecure doon? Yun lang din.
Grabe, ang lalim. Lumalalim na po tayo. Lumalalim na ang gabi.
Actually, yeah. This is like PKP Mo after hours na. So, we're way off schedule. I just want to thank everyone. Like, this show has been really fun. Hopefully, Mamamoo PH as a fan club will let PKP go produce like another episode. But like, if you want to hear more of us, like on like on like a different platform, obviously JD co-hosts the Kingdom podcast with me. Julia is part of that team as well. She sometimes co-hosts. She's she does a lot of things for the pod. So make sure to check us out again on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the Kingdom Pod PH. We're now giving away. This is going to be the final call for everyone to fill out the form. Make sure that you take screenshots of you following our socials. And upload it on the form. If you're not on the form, we cannot ask you to join in. And at the same time, this is only available for people that are living in the Philippines. So we'll ship this out as soon as possible. And just final call while we do ChisMOOsa for a little bit. So check it out. It's pinned on this page, like the Google form. Just fill that out. Make sure you put in everything that needs to be put out there, and then we'll be drawing the winner. If you're not present during this show and you get picked out, then we will pick another user to win the Unsealed Red album. So yeah, freaking A. JD, look, since we're in the ChisMOOsa session and this is the final call, like, is there like ChisMOOsa like gonna go on like soon again?
I can answer
actually,
for that.
Personally, gusto ko talaga. Kasi I've always wanted to do podcast. Kaya, tinan mo, Diyos ko, ilang oras na ba tayo nagsasalita dito?
3 oras na, girl.
Di ba? Oras tayo sasalita dito. Sobra-sobra tayo sa oras. Pero, nakaka-enjoy naman din kasing magsalita.
That's right.
Kaya yun. So, I'm up for it. Depende na lang sa mga higher ups. Higher ups?
Freaking A.
Tatay Yumi. Mamaya may meeting naman kami mamaya.
Yeah, you have meeting. Yeah. You should meet. So yeah, just wanted to point out. Yeah, Frey from Mamamoo PH, hijacking the Kingdom Pod's Facebook account. We wanted to promote, there's a Pride Month episode for ChisMOOsa. And obviously in Mamamoo PH and of course in the Kingdom Podcast, we definitely support the LGBTQ plus community for sure.
Yeah.
You know what? Like before the pandemic, I was attending Pride March for like 5 years straight, I think. It's like I just go. Yeah, I always go. It's fun there, you know. People, you get free hugs from people, and then like there's the drag queens there. They're just very voluptuous and really good looking, and like you just wanted to take photos with them. It's a fun thing, you know. If you're regardless if you support them or not, like just go to Pride March. I feel like you'll enjoy the experience there. Before the pandemic, I attended Pride March like five years straight. And I always say, you know, do the march, and then everyone's like super noisy, and then you'll see like people just going through like watching concerts, and just you feel the love. It's just really good. I think something like as the Pride March is something that a lot of people should definitely experience. You know, it's always in Marikina, no?
Yun talaga yung area
the Pride capital of the Philippines.
Alam mo ba, yung fun doon last time na, yung last year bago mag-pandemic, meron akong, kasi nag-staff ako doon the last year. Nung may na-meet ako doon na family, as in mother, father, sister, and brother. As in, you know, the ideal family.
Yeah.
And then, meron silang separate na, card.
Mm-hmm.
Na parang, free hugs galing sa mommy, free hugs galing sa daddy, and then there's a sister, and then a brother. And then, I hugged the mom. And iba yung overwhelming feeling na yung mommy mo na ina-accept ka. Tapos parang sabi niya, oh, what's wrong? Ganyan. Sabi ko, I was crying so much kasi I said, my mom passed away without even knowing who I really am. So, it's nice to hug a mom kasi parang ito na yung hug na hinihintay ko. Tapos pag ginagano niya ako, sabi niya, you know what? Your mom can see you. I'm so proud of you. We're so proud of you. Your LGBT family. Ganon. I was shedding tears. And then the dad was like, ginagano niya ako. Sabi niya, proud of you. Ganon.
It's good. It's such an experience, yeah.
If you're an ally or not, like it's so nice to go there if you really need just someone to really parang notice your existence. Everybody will notice your existence.
Yeah.
We know na you're there, ganyan. So may mga pupunta doon na hindi naman totally alay, pero alam mo yun, kasi may mga narinig ako na parang lonely lang daw, ganyan. So parang masaya daw.
Yeah.
And then kasi may mga group of friends na parang na-tripan lang.
I feel like it's fine.
Pumunta.
I just feel like it's fine, you know?
At nag-enjoy naman sila.
It's a culture. It's an experience. Everyone should do it. Like, I attend Pride March. I attended a lot of Pride Marches, but I'm straight. So, you know, like, I have a girlfriend and stuff. But it's not something that you should be only doing kung like LGBTQ plus ka lang. You're not, hindi siya something na you should only be part of the community for you to attend, you know? It's really something else. I feel the love already. I'm a big supporter. To be honest, like, you know, things like, especially in the Philippines, I support a lot of laws, but I think one of the biggest laws that we should definitely support first is same-sex marriage. I'm all for it. I love it. It's something that really needs to be done. We're way outside of, you know, our comfort zone when it comes to that, obviously. Pero, you know, love is love. Freaking A.
Yes.
I think we should
topic namin.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we're gonna go with the giveaway right now. So I think we have the final list ready. Okay, friggin' A. Papa Jason.
Upsi.
What song was that again?
Love Shot, EXO.
Oh, that was, my God, what a good song. Da, 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 da.
Tayo. Hindi ganyan lang.
Wag. Tanggol na to.
Tayo.
Tayo,
Gayahin mo yung suot ni Kai doon. Yung open dali.
All right. So here we go. We got the people that are gonna be joining in. TK po After Hours G team leader. Topic merch mulande. Yeah, we can go with the ruleta. So here are the peeps that joined in. This is going to be the final list. So we're giving away 2. Once we find the winner or we get the winner, we'll send you a DM or like a PM on Facebook or on Twitter, and then we can talk there to get your details. So I'll leave that to someone like after the show. So someone will be contacting you. So just wait for us. So here we go. Like we're gonna start with the random draft NBA. So for the first pick to win a freaking unsealed red album.
Wala walang sound effects.
Who won? I think we have a winner. It's just that I can't see the roll queue. Oops, wait, sabi ng producer. Oops, wait. Okay. It's okay. Like this album can wait. I don't want to watch ads.
Then
We don't know yet. Oh, congratulations to Mary, who won like one of 2 red albums. What?
Congratulations.
So,
dalawa na lang tayo, di pa rin
good stuff. So someone will be contacting you, Mary. Just wait for our message, and then yeah, should be good. Is Mary here though? Is Mary here? Mary, I need you to chat.
Mary, chat ka.
Is Mary here? Oh, she's here. She's here. Okay, she's here. Yep. Congratulations, Mary. All right. Last. Should we go? Yeah, we should go. Yeah, last one. Who's gonna win? Like another unsealed red album? Let's go.
Congratulations.
You know about this album. This album's really good. Congratulations to Carla May Matuba. Is Carla here? Carla? Ella?
Carla May! Congratulations!
Is Carla here? Present! There you go! Congratulations, Carla! Woohoo!
Congrats, Carla!
All right, so we'll be reaching out to you via either PM sa Facebook or DM on Twitter. Basta wait for our message. We'll get your details, and then yeah, we'll send you the red albums as soon as possible. Congratulations, you guys! Hey. What a show! What a show, you guys! I mean, I'm tired. Are you tired?
Hungry. I'm very hungry.
I'm not yet tired. I will.
You're not yet tired?
Later. Yeah, kasi
Yeah.
I will shout this later.
May may meeting pa.
Yeah, you guys have a meeting. So again, I want to congratulate the 2 winners, Carla and Mary. We'll send you a DM as soon as possible. I want to give a huge shout out to Mamamoo Philippines for making this happen. You guys in Mamamoo PH has always been such a great ally when it comes to the podcast. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all of the staff members, especially Jason. Jason has done a ton of work to make this thing happen. So hopefully, this thing won't be like the last stint. It's going to be first of many more collaboration shows. Again, I want to promote the Kingdom Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check it out there at the Kingdom Pod PH. This episode will be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I want to promote Mamamoo Philippines on Facebook and Twitter at Mamamoo PH, and on TikTok as well at Mamamoo Phils on Instagram. And yeah, freaking A, support their Pride Month episode coming up really soon for ChisMOOsa. I think that's going to be your next episode, I assume, right, guys?
Hindi, actually, meron na siya.
Meron na siya?
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out. Meron na pala.
Also, I
yep.
have something to promote na rin, finally, for Mamamoo PH.
Hell yeah!
Wait lang. Let me just look for it. There we go. So, Moo Market PH update siya. So, the Mamamoo 2021 concert merch is now available from Moo Market PH.
Oh, okay. So check it out there. Facebook.com/Moo Market, right? Moo Market PH ba? Moo Market lang.
Moo Market.
And we will be also opening another line of fast kits or membership kits, pero secret pa ako na yung laman noon. Yun. Also,
gusto ko niyan!
Mali mo, manalo ka ulit.
Gusto ko niyan! May membership! Gusto ko niyan!
Also, since there will be an online concert from Mamamoo, support din if you can, and it's also, you can buy the tickets on cavecon.com if I'm not wrong.
Right, and then let me address that. Sorry, I have a script for that here. So the concert tickets for 2021 Mamamoo online concert WOW are available now. The international streaming site will be on www.cavecon.com. The tickets will cost you $35 USD. And video on demand is not provided. CaveCon includes a chance for a video chat available only until the 22nd of August. So if you want a chance to get to talk to them via video chat, check it out. You need to buy the tickets right now because it's only going to be available up until tomorrow. And then the concert will be on the 20th of August at 7 p.m. KST. So that'll be 6 p.m. here in the Philippines via cavecon.com/livecon/upcoming-con/52. Again, the video chat chance to talk to the members will only be available up until tomorrow. So if you want to buy your tickets, $35 USD. VOD, video on demand, is not provided. So that means that after the concert, you're not going to be able to watch it any longer. So please, you have to be there. It's going to be live 6 p.m. here in the Philippines. 7 p.m. KST, the Mamamoo online concert WOW, available now via cavecon.com. See? Pwede akong bayaran ng Mamamoo ng RBW to promote
Ikaw na lang kaya CEO.
Oo nga. Palitan mo na.
Good stuff. Again, cavecon.com for the Mamamoo online concert. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Yuuki, JD, and Julia for the Kingdom Podcast ChisMOOsa collaboration show. Hopefully this won't be the last. And again, this will be available on your streaming sites, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. And we will see you again really soon. Thanks, guys.
Bye! The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice DJ Yuuki and co-engineered by senior producer Jason Aguayo. Special thanks to the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Anchor at The Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and any other platforms you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening and see you next time.